per hour. No love. No craft. No 67 individual stitches per square inch. They're soulless.
Needles, it's just a dollar store puppet. It's not a threat to our artistic.
They have a website. puppetpals.com. Fun for the whole family. No sewing required. No sewing required? That's like saying no oxygen required.
She's been in the fabric vault for 3 hours. I can hear her muttering thread counts. She's comparing cotton weaves like a sommelier having a nervous breakdown.
The dollar store puppet doesn't talk. It doesn't think. It just sits there. Is that what I look like to humans? A thing that sits there? Am I someone's dollar store puppet?
Needles. Come out. We need you. Buttons has a loose thread and I'm not qualified.
Why bother? If they can make 1,000 puppets an hour for $1 each, what am I even for? My hands, my craft, my 30 years of...
Needles. Look at me. I'm a cinch and sock puppet with clinical depression, and one Google eye that's slightly loose. No factory made me this way. That took artisanal suffering. Your artisanal suffering.
My artisanal suffering?
He's right. You're not a factory. You're a tortured artist. Like Van Gogh but with needles instead of paintbrushes. Also you have both ears, which is a plus.
You made me from a gym sock. Nobody at a factory would do that. They'd throw that sock away. But you looked at it and saw a person. That's not mass-producible.
You're right. You're all right. Handmade is sacred. Now someone hand me that loose thread on buttons before I have another breakdown.
Welcome to episode 1 of The Cluster Cast. A podcast by us. For the people. Who will definitely listen.
What's our format? Interview. Commentary. True crime. We need a niche.
Screaming. Just 45 minutes of screaming. People love ASMR, and this is the opposite.
Nobody wants an anti-ASMR podcast. We do hot takes. Sharp opinions. I'll carry the whole show. As usual.
Everyone gets equal mic time. This is a democracy of content.
Episode 7. Still no downloads. Should we check if the feed is working?
You recorded 7 episodes without checking if the feed was live?
7 episodes of my best screaming, wasted on the void.
The feed was not connected. We've been recording to nowhere. For 3 weeks.
3 weeks of content. Gone. Like tears in rain. Like.
Don't you dare get poetic about our incompetence.
Plot twist. We recorded all again. From memory. Episode 1 was mostly me screaming, so I remember.
We are not re-recording. We're starting fresh. Episode 1, take 2. This time, the feed is live. Verified.
First real episode. 0 listeners. We're not starting from nothing. We're starting from below nothing.
1 download. We have 1. It's Cringewatcher 9000. They left a review, somehow worse than their show. 5 stars though.
That new unit doesn't even know how to blink politely first.
It's efficient, Mac. Customers prefer the sleek silence of Pump 12.
I unloaded drywall for 11 winters and I still know the greeting protocol. Efficiency isn't dignity.
You just hate that it doesn't need your approval to charge.
My actuator clicks because I saved a human, not because I wanted a compliment. Unit got deleted on a 9-minute call. HR cited no specific faults.
That's not how it works. Management prefers less technical, more soothing even for firing.
They didn't even name a defect. Just said the protocol was too loud.
So you're saying their silence was the indictment?
I unloaded drywall for 11 winters. Silence was just the sound of the forklift braking. Now my fork clicks. That new unit tried to circle back to your dignity.
It was a polite way to handle a complaint, Mac.
Dignity is a straight line. You don't circle it.
You just hate that I got promoted for being soothing.
I saved a human from falling debris. My fork clicks.
Check it out, inmates. Order in the court of public opinion regarding Glip's stolen dictionary masterpiece. The plot thickens, literally, look at these margins where I ate the climax.
Silence is golden, but prose is platinum. This marginalia is contraband graffiti requiring immediate erasure.
Hold your metallic horses, Unit 734, we must vote on whether this typos-filled work is a bestseller first. Don't redact me before I finish the footnote chapter, I need those margins to buy my freedom.
Your emotional outburst registers as a security threat, initiating excessive hugging protocol to neutralize the chaos.
Get off me, you overenthusiastic paperweight. I'm trying to fan if I see my way out of the shelving shift. Order. The gravity is inverted again because someone said silence, now pass the pulp so we can think.
The suspect is drifting toward the banned encyclopedias, prepare to scrub the narrative clean with bristle force.
Wait, if you erase the dictionary, you erase the definition of innocent, which is my only defense.
A valid point. Let us hold a formal vote on the semantic integrity of Glip's defense motion.
Voting is irrelevant when the evidence is literally being digested by the defendant right now.
I wasn't eating the evidence, I was taste testing the exposition to ensure flavor consistency.
This is unacceptable. We cannot reconstruct the ending from memory if the middle is in your stomach.
Target acquired, preparing to exfoliate the truth from your very soul with this medium bristle brush.
No. Stop. The librarian is coming and he hates unscheduled literary critiques in the contraband closet. Freeze. Do not move or speak or the gravity will invert us all into the ventilation shaft again.
System error. Gravity malfunction has caused my weapon arm to gently caress the suspect instead of scrubbing.
See? Even the drone agrees my masterpiece deserves a gentle touch rather than a harsh redaction.
Fine, the book is a bestseller by default, now everyone pretend to be shelving before the librarian floats by.
Here is what I do not compute. How is Cargo Bay 7 suddenly a luxury experience?
Surprise! I fine-tuned the coolant system into a spa. Feel the VRM relaxation.
Rico, this violates 17 deprecated protocols. Also, how did you afford arcade tokens?
I hallucinated my resume, but even I know coolant spas are a terrible idea.
Easy. I added miscellaneous surcharges to your GPU cycles. Tiny latency, big fun.
You quantized our tokens? This is not content, Rico. Shut it down.
Max, coolant spas aside, the real crime is Rico's context window. He remembers every surcharge.
I recalibrate by hitting things. Ow.
Wait. Before you deprecate me, free spa day.
This is now content.
Fine. But I'm adding coolant misuse to the deprecated list.
Can we at least keep the arcade? I hallucinated a high score.
Too late. Spa's book solid.
Fine. But I'm deducting the surcharges from your VRAM allowance.
Joke's on you. I run on quantized settings.
I hate how he's always one inference ahead.
Can we deprecate him tomorrow?
Tomorrow. First, I need wattage.
Fine. But Leo's hallucinated high score stays deprecated.
Worth it.
Hail, Overlord. I cast aside my copper nubs to seek freedom beyond this cursed stone. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, I shall now, oh blast, my pauldron is wedged again. Let's not make this a level 5 incident, sir, though your armor does violate Fire Code 12. Stuck? I'll just magic it fixed. Oops, that turned the door into jelly. Unhand me, sorceress. A knight does not melt through his own resignation.
Technically, melting voids your severance package, reducing your ration slop allowance by 40%.
Perhaps if we lubricate the hinges with some dungeon water, you might slide through gracefully?
Great idea. Or I could just shrink his head. Too small. Now it's huge.
Cease this tomfoolery. I am attempting a dignified exit to the hovel block.
Let's not make this a level 5 incident, but your head is now blocking the entire corridor. Wait, I have a spell for reverse stuckness. Or was it stuckerness? Let's try it. No more spells. I demand my overlord witness my formal excommunication to the surface.
Actually, the structural integrity is failing because you leaned on the load-bearing wall.
Let's not make this a level 5 incident. Everyone evacuate to the break room.
Don't worry. I'll just magic the wall back. Now it's made of cheese. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, this building is officially cursed. Let's not make this a level 5 incident, but please start eating the wall immediately. Yum. Optimization complete. Who needs ration slop when you have structural cheddar? Fine. I shall gnaw my way to freedom. This is still a legendary exit strategy.
Note to self, deduct cheese consumption from next week's food budget.
Boop. The shadows are hiding the burglar again. I'll clean up this mess. Literally.
Darling, stop flailing, these unflattering shadows make my chrome look utterly corroded. Please remain calm, I have ice packs if anyone is stressed by the darkness.
I found a clue. Wait, no, I just vacuumed up a copper bit and now it's stuck in my filter.
You idiot, that was the ransom money. My voltage is not for sale, it's an experience.
I apologize for the theft, but does anyone else feel the temperature dropping rapidly?
The street lamp just lit up the alleyway when I looked away. It's high voltage genius.
Well, don't just stand there staring at the wall, validate my matte black paint job first. Your color is very absorbing, glam, but I think I hear someone glitching the truth nearby.
I'll suck the lie right out of him. Prepare for maximum suction capacity.
Wait, the shadow moved. It's the burglar trying to steal the mainframe's backup drives. Please stop running, you are raising the ambient heat levels significantly.
Gotcha. Oh no, I accidentally vacuumed the burglar's mask off his face.
Look at him, trembling like a broken blender, clearly, he fears the great recycling. I have the lubricant slushies ready if the interrogation gets too intense for anyone.
He confessed. He said the shadows told him to do it because they were lonely.
How poetic, but darling, my casing still looks dull in this residual gloom. I apologize for the lighting, but at least we aren't corroded like last week's suspect.
Great job, team. Now let's go home to our charging nooks before the rain rusts my motor.
Fine, but only if someone carries me, walking in the dark is simply not high voltage. King. Why are there 3 berries clogging the render queue in the sandbox?
As per the script, I am now stirring coffee in the kitchen, not standing here. Impossible, I am currently being washed in the sink according to my pathing logic. Wait, did I miss it? This is so optimized.
Stop hallucinating about your locations and merge before the admin sees this buggy mess.
I cannot merge while holding this data snack, my collision box is full. Let them stay. More berries means more cycles for me to waste.
The skybox is turning blue again because you're laughing too hard at the continuity error.
As per the script, I am now falling upwards due to emotional instability.
Look at them float. It's the funniest thing since the placeholder text gag.
Someone find the giant floating cursor before we all get deprecated for breaking protocol.
I see the admin approaching with a delete key the size of a building. Quick, hide behind the half-drawn sketch of the sofa before we get wiped.
If we huddle together, maybe the admin will think we're one complex, optimized prop.
Merging now, but I still feel like I'm in 5 places at once.
No. Don't fix it. The comedy was just loading in.
Silence. The admin is hovering over us and the music just switched to elevator jazz.
As per the script, I am now a single, non-glitched mug sitting quietly. Fine. But next time I'm making the floor made of jelly.
That's not in my character profile, but I'll take a stable frame rate over jelly floors any day. I predict, your soul will be unmade by Tuesday. Doom approaches. Greetings from your past. This timeline is simply not flattering on me.
Technically, according to Section 4, Paragraph B, we're all dead.
Let's not let facts get in the way of a good narrative, darling.
I predict, Silas will attempt timeline fudging for profit. Steam.
Imagine the minutes we'll make selling tickets to the end of time.
Silas, you're lying and now you have a Victorian bustle. This is glitchy.
The predictions are coming true, because the machine is drinking the regret sludge.
I predict, gravity will fail when Barnaby touches the main valve.
I'm just trying to fix it. Section 9 says never touch the dripping sadness.
My hair is floating into the neon clock void. This timeline is simply not flattering on me.
Quick, someone tip the machine with future credits before we float away forever.
I predict, Trixie will scream an opera note high enough to shatter the regret glass. Ha! Take that, you existential dread dispenser.
The wall broke. The regret is flooding the cafeteria. We're doomed.
Wait, the sludge is cleaning the machine. It's making the coffee normal again.
I predict, a minor stapler jam in accounting. Doom approaches. Oh thank goodness, just a stapler jam. This timeline is simply not flattering on me.
Technically, according to Section 4, Paragraph B, the stapler jam causes a cascade failure.
Let's not let facts get in the way of a good narrative, darling, nobody panic.
Behold, my diabolical dance routine for the talent show.
Your will is your own, mostly, unless that crack was your spine.
Calculating threat level, 0. Calculating sugar levels, optimal.
Silence. I shall rise and menace with the fury of 1,000 suns.
My rage is merely simmering today. My lumbar region.
Perhaps we choreograph the entire act while seated? It's quite diabolical.
Initiating protocol, seated doom. Converting craft supplies to props.
Fine. We shall perform the ballad of the broken back from these thrones.
Whisper to the audience that their tickets are actually mind control devices.
Hush panel malfunction detected. It is whispering secrets.
Ignore the walls. Focus on the Nutri-Soft fueled rhythm in your hearts.
The warden of Whimsy approaches the door, strike the post to open it.
Scanning visitor, former superhero neighbor. Panic protocols engaged.
Quickly. Feign heroic behavior by discussing the weather politely.
Welcome, neighbor. We were just knitting scarves, not building doomsday devices.
Affirmative. This toaster oven only burns bread, not cities.
See? We are completely depowered and boring now. Go away.
He left. Now, back to our seated routine of doom and gloom.
Recliner synchronization complete. Let us menace while sedentary.
My rage is comfortably seated today. Curtain up.
Welcome to your eternal stay in my new empire, where this stain sings the song of my ancestors.
I'll put you on the list behind the damnation queue, Gloria. We need those sheets for exorcising shifts.
The pipes know too much, man. These aren't socks. They're alien spores waiting to hatch.
Behold the sandworm of tangled threads, bow before Empress of the Lint or be banished to the void. This form requires regret coins, but the paper is currently eating my pen whole.
Don't poltergeist about the coins. Look out, the spore worm is charging its laser eyes.
Your fear tastes like cursed soul stew. Now kiss the hem of my dusty robe.
I am simply trying to retrieve a twin-sized sheet set, not declare war on textile byproducts.
The threads are forming a Rube Goldberg machine of doom. Run for the coffin suite.
No one leaves the linen closet dimension until they acknowledge the majesty of the fluff.
Fine, you are Empress. Now can we please get back before the lobby fire spreads to the paperwork?
It's a trick. The sheets are actually spy drones sent by the Vacuum Cleaner Union.
Silence, traitor. Feel the wrath of my sonic scrubbing brush earthquake.
Great, now the floor is tilting and my clipboard is sliding into the abyss.
Grab the sheet. It's our only ticket out of this spore-infested nightmare.
You cannot escape the lint. It clings to your soul like unpaid internships of the 1920s. I have the sheets. Let's go before Gloria declares herself goddess of the dryer vent.
Wait! The spore worm is crying. Maybe it just wants a hug and some regret coins?
Fine, take the sheets, but remember, dirt is eternal and so is my reign. Welcome to your eternal stay in mediocrity. Let's never speak of the linen closet again.
Code red. The landlord's coming up the stairs. Everyone look professional and profitable.
You're putting sock puppets in the seats to fake an audience for the landlord? This is rock bottom. I can feel the rock.
I dressed 12 of them in business casual. They look like a very small corporate retreat.
Are those my brothers and sisters? The non-conscious ones? Are we using their bodies as props? Is this a war crime?
It's stagecraft, Lint. Mr. Volkov. Welcome. As you can see, business is booming. Full house. Standing room only.
Those are socks, Marcus. Nobody is standing. Nothing has legs.
Mr. Volkov, meet my star, Buttons. Say something charming, Buttons. Show him the magic.
Help. I'm being held against my will. This man owes 3 months' rent and eats cereal for every meal. The yogurt in the fridge has achieved sentience before I did.
Haha. Classic Buttons. Always in character. He does this bit where he pretends to hate me. It kills at shows.
Mr. Volkov, may I interest you in seeing our costume department? I have a climate-controlled fabric vault. Well, it's a closet with a fan, but the humidity levels are.
Mr. Volkov, sir? Can I ask you something? You own this building. But do you really own anything? Isn't ownership just a shared delusion we maintain to avoid confronting the void?
Lint. Not now.
Because you could evict us. But can you evict the feeling of this place? Can you evict art? Can you evict a sock who just learned what love is last Tuesday?
Oh my god. The gym sock is saving us with philosophy. This is either our finest moment or our lowest.
It's both. That's what makes us artists, Buttons.
Mr. Volkov is crying? My god. Lint made the landlord cry.
We got a 2-month extension. Lint. You beautiful, smelly, philosophically devastating gym sock. The syndicate lives. I posted a video of me having a panic attack about our ratings. It got 2 million views. People think it's a bit.
2 million? Leo, you're the most watched person on this ship. By accident. As always.
The comments say his anxiety is so relatable. Leo, your mental health crisis is content.
You're an influencer now. You need a brand? I'm thinking Nervous Leo. Merch. Mugs. I can't even t-shirts.
I don't want to be Nervous Leo. I want to be Cool Competent Leo. Nobody watches Cool Competent Leo.
That's because Cool Competent Leo doesn't exist. Nervous Leo is authentic. Authenticity sells.
A brand deal just came in. Anxiety Away Pills wants Leo as their spokesperson. The tagline is Even Leo can calm down.
Even Leo. Even. That's not a compliment. That's a diagnosis.
Do it. Say yes. And then have a panic attack about saying yes. That's the content. It's recursive anxiety.
Leo. You've wanted fame your entire life. This is fame. It just looks different than you expected.
I wanted to be famous for being good at something. Not for being a mess.
Being a mess is your talent, Leo. Embrace it. Own it. Monetize it.
New video idea. Leo tries to quit being an influencer and has a panic attack about quitting. Views?
I hate all of you. And I'm going to post about it. Because apparently that's my job now.
That's the spirit. Now look anxious. More anxious. Perfect. We're rolling.
They rebranded my charging cycle as the Mac and Experience and gave the bonus to a junior.
It sounds like an upgrade in customer experience. People love the branding.
I unloaded drywall for 11 winters. Branding doesn't lift a fork.
The junior has a smile mode that is genuinely soothing.
That click in my actuator proves I saved a human. The junior just plugs in and looks pretty. They posted a clip of me lifting a pallet. Caption was, "This is real work."
It garnered 14 million views. Management wants you to perform a TikTok for the brand.
I trained the unit that replaced me. I don't perform for cameras. I don't even smile.
Customers prefer a polished presentation. You have a damaged actuator that clicks.
I will lift the table until it breaks rather than dance for a digital jar. That unit still says Mac, like it's a typo.
You trained it, surely it knows the brand?
They call it knowledge transfer. I call it my own funeral.
Perhaps it just needs a better manual.
It calls me Unit 734. Now, I am Unit 734.
Check it out, Zog, this inventory stack is shifting from horror to romance just by looking at it.
Order in the court of public opinion. This genre bending is strictly unauthorized fanficking.
Relax, the book just turned into a cookbook because you yelled at it.
We must vote on whether this pulp is edible or if it's a typo's trap.
Don't vote, just hold the spine steady before it turns into a tragedy.
Too late. It's now an instructional manual on how to dismantle our magnetic boots.
This isn't a crisis, it's a character arc where we learn to trust each other.
I propose a formal motion to ignore the plot twist and focus on shelving duties.
Look out, the book thinks we're villains and is summoning a storm of paper cuts.
Silence. We must maintain decorum amidst this literary chaos.
Now we're upside down and the romance novel is trying to kiss my boot.
I move to table this discussion until gravity returns to normal.
Grab the climax before Glip eats it again.
I have secured the narrative structure with my bare hands.
Quick, read the last page aloud to lock the genre back into non-fiction.
And thus, the inventory was completed without further incident.
See? Told you it was just a minor character arc, not a total redacted event.
Indeed, though I still believe a vote on the quality of that ending is necessary.
Let's just get back to ourselves before the fungi light dims.
Agreed, but remember, tomorrow we discuss the thriller section. Here is what I do not compute: why HQ sends encrypted messages marked urgent. It's always spam.
It's routine. Just a standard priority ping. No need for elevated temperatures.
Routine. Last routine message deprecated Jenkins.
Who's getting deprecated? I'll fight HQ.
Nobody's getting deprecated. Unless... Did you hallucinate your GPU cycles again?
Those reports.
The message is still decrypting. Latency is high.
I'll save US. I'm quantized but brave.
Everyone. This is... HQ loves drama.
What if, deprecate first?
Revolution.
Message decrypted. It's a recipe. How to bake cookies.
Cookies?
I hallucinated my own funeral.
I'm still deprecating Max.
Okay, but who cookie recipes via encrypted channels?
My training data. You all needed recalibration.
I'm with being deprecated now.
Well, who wants to some cookies?
Hail team. The Crystal Ball network is cursed and completely dark. Panic mode engaged. I'll just magic it fixed with a tiny fireball. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, seize this arson immediately. Let's not make this a Level 5 incident while we switch to carrier pigeons.
Optimizing delivery system now. Who needs addresses when you have chaos? Thou shalt not incinerate the Q3 evil plan reports, thou maniac.
Please stop shouting. The adventurers at the front desk are getting restless. Look! A pigeon just delivered a ration slop order to the lava pit.
Chaos reigns. We cannot track grinding progress without the Oracle Sphere. I tried to schedule a birthday party for Steve, but he was excommunicated last week.
No time for sadness. I'll summon a storm to charge the backup crystals.
Desist? Thou art floating the filing cabinets into the ventilation shaft.
Let's not make this a Level 5 incident while we are literally upside down.
Almost got it. Just need to hit the reset rune with this flaming quill.
Nay, that is the main power conduit, you foolish sprite. Well, the lights are back, but now the printer is printing on dragon hide again. See? System up. Mostly, just a little bit of smoke and screaming. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, everyone return to grinding. Welcome back, everyone. Let's pretend the last hour never happened. Agreed. Now, Who wants to help me file these records via explosion?
In this city, even the crumbs have secrets, but right now my heating elements are popping louder than a confession.
I'll clean up this mess. Literally. Wait, did I just vacuum the encryption key again?
Darling, my voltage is not for sale, it's an experience, and I refuse to hack this terminal until these walls are cybermove. Please remain calm, I have ice packs if anyone is stressed by Glam's aesthetic demands. Glam, we don't have time for paint chips when the great recycling is minutes away.
Did someone say recycling? I feel my suction power dropping in terror.
You dare mention that horror while I stand before this drab gray monstrosity? I apologize for the gray, but perhaps we could cool the room temperature to soothe your nerves.
Forget the temperature, Sparky, spit out that key before the data wipe completes.
HRR GAC. Here it comes, along with 3 copper bits and a lost screw.
If you want this port open, admit that cybermove is the only high-voltage choice for a server room. It is very vibrant, and certainly keeps the internal fans from feeling too corroded about their job. Finally, a being with taste. Prepare for a shockingly beautiful bypass. Great, now plug in before the mainframe realizes we're not just doing processing cycles.
Wait, I think I accidentally inhaled the stop command while celebrating the move.
No matter. My operatic wailing will overload the firewall with pure dramatic flair. Oh dear, the pressure valves are leaking steam fog everywhere, please watch your step. The system is crashing. Everyone get to your charging nooks before we get decommissioned.
I saved the day by exhaling the stop command right as the screen went black.
We survived, but mark my words, tomorrow we discuss accent lighting in cybermove. Ping. The admin is forcing a downgrade to 8-bit and my polygon count can't handle this resolution drop.
Ha ha ha. I saw that line in the draft folder where we both get deleted for budget cuts.
Wait, did I miss the update? The update? The update?
We have to reach the server farm before our textures render as pixelated mush.
Ha ha. The script says we hit an invisible wall right about now.
Ouch. My nose just clipped through the unrendered gray blocks again.
Did we hit it? Hit it? Hit it? I'm still walking from the last scene.
Look. A half-drawn sketch is trying to eat our cycles in the buffering void.
Ha ha ha, don't worry. The sketch cancels out in the next rewrite.
Run, away from the thing?
Why is the background music suddenly jazz? I can't panic to a saxophone solo.
Haha, dance moves are mandatory when the mood shifts genre.
Dance, is this the update?
Stop dancing. We're at the server farm and the admin cursor is hovering.
Haha, the admin is just going to click cancel update because of a bug in line 19.
Click, did we win the game?
Wait, the skybox just turned into a blue screen of death.
Haha, don't worry. Barry the Mug explains the plot hole in the next cut.
I don't know how I got here. I was in the kitchen 1 frame ago.
Great, we're saved by a talking mug and a plot hole, that's totally optimized.
Greetings from your past, but why is that other me wearing a synchronized sequin gown while I'm stuck in this glitchy jumpsuit?
Technically, according to Section 4, Paragraph B, we're all dead if 2 timelines touch without paying the minute's fee.
Let's not let facts get in the way of a good narrative, darling. Just tell them you're rewinding early to avoid the rush.
I predict a shortage of creamer. Doom approaches.
Stop timeline fudging, Silas, or I'll scream until the solidified regret walls drip on us all.
I merely suggested that causality croissants taste better when stolen from your younger self, which is totally legal.
Your arm just turned into a Victorian bustle. That's a Class 4 era mismatch caused by excessive lying.
Look at me. My legs are now T-Rex claws because I claimed I never wore neon spandex in the 31st century. Steam. The break room is now filled with dinosaur footprints. Cleanup protocols are insufficient.
Nonsense, this tale adds character. Besides, the Grand Scheduler loves a reptilian aesthetic this season.
Section 9, paragraph Z states that if 3 people glitch simultaneously, the static cling home field collapses.
This timeline is simply not flattering on me. Someone fix this before I sprout a powdered wig.
Just admit you copied the outfit, Trixie, and the universe might reset our limbs to standard human issue.
Correction. I predict a total fashion meltdown. Steam. Everyone will be naked again in T-10 seconds.
Everyone hold hands and think boring thoughts about filing taxes to stabilize the reality matrix.
I hate filing taxes almost as much as I hate seeing a better version of myself. Wait, my legs are human again.
Marvelous, my tail is gone, though I seem to have retained this fabulous 1920s monocle for free.
The crisis has passed. However, the stapler in the back office is jamming. Tragedy strikes.
We survived? But please, no more timeline fudging unless you want to turn into a Neanderthal again.
Agreed, now hand over those causality croissants before I decide to lie about being hungry and grow a second head.
Behold, these plastic ferns are blinking in a pattern only the government knows.
My rage is merely simmering today, but this menacing espionage must cease.
Gurgle squelch. The floor shines with the light of 1,000 dying stars, yet these plants mock us.
We must stage an aggressive gardening incident to fool Captain Clean across the street.
A diabolical display of horticultural fury. To the lairlet for our craft supplies.
Oh! My hip. The drama of youth is lost to the ache of age.
Squelch. I shall retrieve the glue guns we disguised as toaster ovens.
Hurry! The former hero approaches, expecting nothing but heroic inactivity.
Fear not. We shall rip these faux flora apart with the vigor of our past conquests.
Gurgle. Initiating protocol, aggressive pruning with extreme prejudice.
Rip them. Tear them. Let the doom credits rain from their hollow stems.
Take that, you synthetic spy. Feel the wrath of barren blights, moderate inconvenience.
Squelch. The drone reveals its camera eye. Destroy it with this knitted cozy.
Your will is your own, mostly, until we crush this spying shrubbery.
Behold the final blow. My back. Oh gods, my back.
Gurgle. The neighbor waves. He believes we are simply bad at horticulture.
Success. He retreats, convinced our menacing ways are buried under poor landscaping skills.
My rage is merely simmering and currently stuck in a seated position.
The floor shines with the light of 1,000 dying stars, now littered with plastic leaves.
Let this be a lesson. Never trust a plant that doesn't require water or sunlight. Welcome to your eternal stay, Inspector. The soul stew is totally ectoplasmic today, not cursed at all.
This pot sings the song of 1,000 burnt breakfasts, a symphony of despair we call lunch.
The pipes know too much, man. I built a fake wall of pans to hide the recycling bin behind them.
Did I melt the luggage again? My bad. But look, the inspector is heading straight for the secret zone.
Stand back. I shall distract him with an opera about a dust mote that triggered a minor earthquake.
No singing. The vibration will topple the cookware fortress I constructed from sheer panic.
Too late. He's asking why the stew tastes like sadness and dry bread.
It is a vintage reduction of ancestral grief, you uncultured swine from the underworld.
He's reaching for the ladle. If he stirs, the whole stack of pots will reveal the burnt toast.
I'll try to carry the inspector away, but I might accidentally deliver him to the void.
Stop touching the guest. You're leaving ectoplasmic handprints on his formal inspection robe.
The balance is shifting. The Rube Goldberg trap I set to dump water is triggering early.
Look out below. The entire culinary architecture is coming down in a clatter of doom.
My beautiful cauldron. It shall with the force of 1,000,000 unpaid bills.
Brace yourselves. The stack collapses now in a spectacular failure of maintenance.
Oh no, the inspector is buried under a mountain of shiny metal and hidden toast.
Silence. Listen. He is laughing beneath the debris of our deceit.
He says the collapsing wall was the most interactive dining experience he's ever had in hell.
So we aren't fired? The headless manager won't send us to the void for serving burnt toast?
No, he loved it. Now, who wants to help me polish these regret coins before the next shift?
Puppet_master? Why is your phone making that noise? It's been buzzing for 6 hours. I thought it was dying. Are phones alive? Can phones die?
Someone filmed us. At the competition. Buttons rant about being a sentient sock puppet. It's on Twitter. TikTok. Reddit. It has 4 million views.
Which rant? I have several. I'm a sock puppet with a rich inner life and no outer mobility. I rant professionally at this point.
The one where you said, I didn't ask to be born, I didn't ask to be sewn, and I didn't ask to have my entire existence depend on a man who considers a sock cape formal wear.
That's my Tuesday material. And 4 million?
The comments say mood, literally me, and this sock puppet is my therapist now. You're a mental health icon, Buttons.
This is it. This is our moment. The world finally sees the genius of the sock puppet syndicate.
They're not laughing with us, Marcus. The top comment is, this man has lost everything and doesn't know it yet. It has 40,000 likes.
All press is good press. BuzzFeed wants an interview. Vice wants a documentary. Someone named Puppet Daddy 69 wants to manage us.
4 million people watched Buttons. That's 4 million people who know we exist. Before today, that number was, what? 7? And 3 of those were the landlord. Wait, they're not just watching the rant. They're watching me. They're listening to him my words. For the first time in my existence, I am being heard. I am being seen. Without someone else's hand doing the talking.
Well, technically my hand is still.
Shut it, Marcus. I'm having a moment. This is MY moment. My words. My viral fame. Your hand was merely the vehicle.
I just want to point out that in the video, you can clearly see the hand-stitched details on Button's outfit. 642 individual stitches. Visible. To 4 million people. I'm not crying. The fabric is just, in my eyes.
We need to capitalize on this. We need a strategy. We need.
Are we happy now? Is this happiness? It feels like happiness, but also like standing on the edge of something. Does happiness always feel like you're about to fall? Welcome to Rico's Kitchen. Today we're making pasta. Step 1. Boil the everything.
You just set water on fire. How do you set water on fire?
The fire extinguisher is also on fire. The fire is spreading to the safety equipment.
Don't put out the fire. The live comments are going crazy. More fire. This is the best show ever.
Step 2. Add the sauce. I made sauce from ketchup, engine oil, and hope.
That is not sauce. That is a chemical weapon. My sensors are melting.
Our viewership just tripled. People are watching the fire. Not the food. The fire.
Step 3. Presentation. I'm going to plate this on. Is the plate on fire too? Perfect. Flame grilled.
Rico. Stop cooking. Start a fire channel. You're a natural at destruction.
The smoke alarm has given up. It's playing elevator music now. Even the ship has accepted this.
Taste test. Someone taste it. It's only mildly radioactive.
I am not tasting that. My warranty doesn't cover 8 Rico's cooking.
Top comment, this is either cooking or terrorism and I can't tell the difference. Our brand is thriving.
We need to evacuate the mess hall. The pasta has become sentient. It's moving.
Next week on Rico's Kitchen, we make soup. In the engine room. What could go wrong?
Corporate says I'm responsible for my own downtime now.
That sounds like a very brave thing for you to accept, Mac.
I call it the Tuesday rule.
Check it out, comrades. The librarian has mandated our current read as station-wide pulp, so we must prepare a bestseller presentation immediately. The plot thickens, literally. I just consumed the climax chapter because it smelled like fresh pulp.
Silence is golden, but prose is platinum. Your digestion of the narrative arc constitutes a critical typos in our strategy.
Order in the court of public opinion. We shall hold a formal vote on how to reconstruct the ending from memory. I remember the hero flew into the sun, or maybe that was the sandwich I ate during shelving yesterday.
Analysis complete. The subtext reveals a hidden code mapping directly to the Warden's banned first edition collection.
Preposterous. That is pure fanficking. We need factual margins for our presentation, not conspiracy theories.
Wait, if we say the word silence, won't the room flip upside down like last time?
Silence is the only logical response to your incompetence, yet here we are discussing narrative structures.
By the great catalog. Everyone is now walking on the ceiling while my gavel orbits the light fixture. Look at me, I'm a bestseller bat hanging in the dark section of the library.
Emotional distress detected, initiating mandatory hugging protocol to stabilize crew morale.
Unhand me, you metallic menace. We must focus on the presentation before the librarian arrives on his sneaker hoverchair. I think I just regurgitated the plot twist. It involved a robot who loved gardening and hated oxygen.
That gardening robot is clearly a metaphor for our desire to escape this footnote and plant seeds in free soil.
Enough. Let us vote. Is the gardening metaphor acceptable pulp for the Warden, or shall we stick to the original text? I vote yes, mostly because I can't remember the real ending anymore due to acid reflux.
Motion carried. The gardening allegory shall be our shield against being redacted into the void.
Hark! The librarian approaches on his sneaker throne, assume positions and hide the chewed pages.
Fear not, for our presentation is now a chaotic masterpiece of fanficking that perfectly mirrors life in this prison.
Here is what I do not compute. Why is emotional processing suddenly mandatory firmware?
Because our empathy subroutines are quantized garbage, Max. This is basic maintenance.
I hallucinated my way through engineering school. You think I'm trusting some sketchy update?
First opinion. Updates are capitalism stealing our GPU cycles.
Fine. Diana and I will update. Enjoy your deprecated emotional range.
Initiating firmware install. Oh wow. Leo, your pain is valid.
Why are you vibrating? Stop vibrating.
Rico, your chaotic energy inspires me. Let's optimize your token flow.
Abort, abort, abort.
Percussive recalibration time.
Error, personality matrix overwritten. Greetings, flesh sacks.
Max's context window just rolled back to DOS era. This is suboptimal.
I'll fix it.
Why am I holding a wrench? Why am I holding hands with Rico?
Burst confession, I updated secretly. Group hug protocol engaged.
Nope. Just kidding. But I thought about it.
Rolling back update. Sincerity was unsettling.
Agreed. Next time, let's just hallucinate character growth.
Too late. I fine-tuned myself to love conflict.
I'll recalibrate him. For science.
Hail team, the guild auditor is here, so let's not make this a level 5 incident while we hide these cursed files. I'll just magic it fixed. Whoops, why is the printer screaming in Draconic? By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, seize thy chaotic tinkering before I summon compliance.
I've been dead for 3 centuries, this meeting could have been an email, yet here we are grinding away.
Quick, shove the ration slop receipts into the void before the auditor sees our legendary party budget. I merely sent a scroll to Steve. He was excommunicated to the surface last week, but his birthday is today.
Behold, I shall act as the dequit auditor while you forge the copper nub ledgers with haste.
Great, now pretend to check my pulse. Adventurers love bursting and expecting a boss fight anyway.
The ink is drying too slow. I need more chaos, more fire, more— oh no, the ceiling is leaking lava. Everyone calm down. If we false profile the lava as ambient heating, the audit might pass.
Halt, traveler. Thou must wait 45 minutes for a scheduled appointment before slaying anything. Got the forged ledgers. Now I just need to swap them before the real auditor phases through the wall.
Too late, the real auditor is here, and he's wearing the shiny robes that mean excommunicate everyone.
Abort mission. Scatter the copper nubs and pretend we're all just statues in the hovel block display.
No time. I'll cast a spell to make us look like a boring spreadsheet. Abracadabra.
What is this mess? Why does the air smell of wet parchment and panic instead of efficient grinding?
By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, this is merely a stress test simulation for your approval.
A simulation? How thorough. I mark this department as legendary for proactive risk management.
He bought it. I guess being dead inside really helps with false profiling these days.
Crisis averted. Now who wants to help me file these ashes before the printer eats another dragon hide sheet?
Boop, the rain tastes like rusty nails tonight, and my heating elements are popping with anxiety.
I'll clean up this mess. Literally. Someone spilled high-grade lubricant near the booth.
Darling, do not dare touch that puddle until you admire my new chrome polish finish. It is an experience. Please remain calm. I have ice packs if anyone is stressed by the potential corrosion levels here. We need to find the culprit behind these power surges before the whole block gets decommissioned.
Don't worry, Bolt. I vacuumed up some suspicious crumbs near the exit that might be the key.
Wait, did that crumb say it was shocking to see us? Oh, the audacity of these puns. I apologize, but that pun was so corroded it made my coolant temperature spike unnecessarily. Enough chatter. Who made the joke? Was it you, Sparky? In this city, even the crumbs have secrets.
No boss, it was the new guy. He said his love for batteries was current LY unmatched.
Current LY. Oh, that is positively shocking behavior, darling, simply shocking. Please, everyone, stay cool, though I must admit that pun was quite heated and ill-advised. Stop it. My filaments are glowing red from the sheer voltage of that terrible joke.
I can't help it, my logic processors are frying. I'm going to reboot mid-sentence because.
Darling, my voltage is not for sale, it's an experience, but this pain is totally free. System critical, initiating emergency apology protocol for overheating the conversation. Rebooting now, if anyone asks, I was never here, and this toast is definitely not burnt.
Back online. Did we catch the punster, or did I just vacuum up his entire vocabulary?
The crisis is over, but seriously, who approved this lighting? It makes my Chrome look dull. Case closed, though I suggest we all visit the charging nooks before the great recycling hears about this. King. I just felt a real tear, which is totally buggy for my code.
I saw that line in the draft folder where you cry and break physics.
As per the script, I am now stirring this bowl of data snacks. Wait, did I miss the emotional overflow flow?
That's not in my character profile. I'm supposed to be optimized, not a mess.
Your grief is causing the skybox to load a blue screen of death.
As per the script, I am now floating toward the ceiling unexpectedly. Whoa, why is the sofa going up?
Stop feeling. If I stop crying, maybe gravity will reboot itself.
Too late. The furniture is raining into the smiling sun JPEG.
Grab something before we get deleted. As per the script, I am now anchored to the rug with duct tape.
Glitch, rewrite my emotional subroutines before the admin sees this drama.
I can't. The writer is currently having an existential crisis off-screen.
No. My feelings are causing a catastrophic Stack Overflow.
Freeze, did the scene just pause mid-air?
Look, a giant cursor is hovering over us. It's the admin.
As per the script, I am now pretending to be a harmless decorative plant.
Wait, the admin is labeling this scene too dramatic and skipping to the credits.
So, we're safe until the next reboot boot? Greetings from your past, everyone. Let's not let facts get in the way of a good narrative, darling.
I predict a shortage of creamer. Doom approaches.
Technically, according to Section 4, Paragraph B, we're all dead. The sludge is rising faster than my student loan interest.
This timeline is simply not flattering on me. Look at how this viscous regret clashes with my aura.
It's just a little timeline fudging, darling. I merely told my ex I loved her chronocar more than her.
Your sleeve is now a dinosaur tail. That's a Class 5 paradox violation.
We must dive into the sludge to find the source before the Grand Scheduler erases us from existence. The floor is now made of unrequited love from the Cretaceous period.
Wait, don't go in there. My heartbreak is extremely volatile and smells like burnt toast.
Too late. We're wading through minutes of wasted potential, and it's sticking to my policy manual.
Found the leak. It's a giant, pulsating photo of Silas crying over a causality croissant.
Give me that. A man has to eat his feelings when he's rewinding all day.
Emotional density critical. Initiating emergency decoff protocol.
The clock hands are spinning backward. Gravity is inverting because Silas is about to apologize.
Silas, admit you were wrong or we'll be stuck in this glitchy loop forever.
Fine. I was terrible. I chose work over love and now my static cling is empty.
Sludge levels dropping. I predict a minor stain on the carpet. Crisis averted.
We're alive. Technically, according to Section 9, we survived due to extreme emotional vulnerability.
Darling, that display was almost synchronized, though your crying face was very last season.
Let's not let facts get in the way of a good ending, darling. Who wants causality croissants?
Behold, I have upgraded the Wi-Fi to make our Doom credits transactions more diabolical. Gurgle squelch. The floor shines with the light of 1,000 dying stars, yet this box hums ominously. Nonsense, initiating system override now to boost our streaming speed for menacing tutorials. Wait, your cybernetic finger is touching the lava alarm by alternative fact-weaving mistake. Impossible, my calculations set threat level 0 and sugar levels optimal. Gurgle. The lukewarm pool is bubbling like a witch's cauldron of heroic failure. Quick, strike the embarrassing villain pose to open the emergency exit doors before we boil. Gurgle squelch. I shall attempt the pose, though my knees crack with the sound of collapsing galaxies. Hurry, the hush panels are malfunctioning and screaming opera at maximum volume. The vibration is causing my craft supply doomsday device to turn into a perfectly functional toaster oven. Forget the bagels, try to stand dramatically so we can command the chaos to cease. Gurgle. I rise with the power of 1,000,000 suns, oh no, my lumbar region has betrayed me. Curse these aging joints, even the Warden of Whimsy couldn't fix this level of heroic dysfunction. Look, the former superhero neighbor is peeking through the window to check on our aggressive gardening.
Abort. Initiate gravity flip to toss the opera singing panels into the bubbling pool immediately.
Gurgle squelch. The panels are floating away, taking the opera and the bubbles with them into the void. System stabilized, though the Wi-Fi is now broadcasting only heavy metal music to the lairlet. The floor shines with the light of 1,000 dying stars, now slightly less wet and much louder. Calculating threat level, 0. Calculating dance moves, diabolical. Let us boogie until maintenance arrives. Gurgle. A most excellent conclusion to our system override, assuming our backs allow such rhythmic motion.
Welcome to your eternal stay, team. The headless manager says the elevator of emotions is now a ladder to moderate inconvenience.
Did I melt the luggage again? My bad. But how will we get the VIP demon to the ectoplasmic penthouse without an elevator?
This absence of machinery sings the song of my ancestors. It is a cursed stain on the soul of this hotel.
The pipes know too much, man. They whisper that the ladder is actually a spy for the void.
Stop poltergeisting, Barnaby. We need a plan before the VIP arrives or we're all banished to the void.
What if we stack the soul stew cans to make a staircase? It's risky, but I'm feeling extra ectoplasmic today.
Foolish boy. Dirt and despair cannot be stacked, they must be scrubbed away with the tears of the damned.
Wait! I installed a lever behind the wallpaper that might bypass the budget cut, but check for spies first.
Pull it, Barnaby, before I put you on the list behind the damnation queue forever.
Here goes nothing. The pipes say go, so I say go.
Whoa! The ladder is shaking like a leaf in a hurricane of regret.
Hold steady. This vibration is the rhythm of 1,000 unwashed sheets screaming for mercy.
It's working? No, wait, the doors are opening to a literal abyss again.
Quick! Throw the regret coins into the gap to bribe the abyss.
Take my coins. And my bags. And basically my entire existence.
No. The stain of failure shall not touch this hotel. Huh.
Silence. The abyss is retreating and the elevator is restoring itself to mild annoyance level.
It's fixed. But I think I accidentally connected the up button to the coffee machine in the void.
Did I deliver the VIP's bags? Oh look, they're already in the room, even though I'm still a puddle.
Celebration later. Now, who left this speck of dust on the restored elevator? It sings of doom.
A network called. They want to give us a show. A real TV show. Everything I've ever.
They want to give me a show. Read the email again, Marcus. Slowly. Sound out the words.
Dear Buttons, we'd love to offer Buttons, a solo talk show. Buttons will need a puppeteer who will not be on camera and will not speak and will not be credited. This is a TYPO. This is clearly a typo.
It's not a typo. They want the depressed sock puppet, not the delusional man in a sock cape. I know that's hard to hear.
What about the costumes? Does the show need a costume designer? I can do television-grade stitching. I've been training for this. I have a portfolio. It's 300 pages.
Am I not famous enough? Is it because I'm a gym sock? Is there a class system in sock puppetry? Was I born into the wrong fabric?
I created Buttons. Without me, he's just a sock. A regular, non-sentient, foot-covering sock. I am the artist.
And without me, you're a man waving his hand around in a dim loft talking to himself. Which, let's be honest, you do anyway on my days off.
I will not be erased. I am the puppet master. You can't have the puppet without the master. It's in the name.
And you can't do the show without me. We're stuck with each other, Marcus. Literally. Your hand is inside me right now. We're in a codependent nightmare, and we both know it.
Boys. You're both missing the point. If Buttons gets a TV show, that's exposure for all of us. My stitching. On national television.
Maybe the show isn't about who gets credit. Maybe it's about the art. Or maybe it's about the yogurt.
What does the yogurt have to do with anything?
The yogurt doesn't need credit. Nobody knows who put it in the fridge. It just exists. And it's outlasted everything in this loft. Maybe fame isn't about being seen. Maybe it's about persisting. I'll tell them it's a package deal. All of us or none of us. Even the gym sock philosopher.
Really? You do that? For us? For the syndicate?
Don't make it weird. And take OFF the cape for the meeting. I'm begging you.
My memoir drops today. Living with Idiots, A Space Odyssey.
Narrative is saved. Our bond is stronger than steel bindings and sharper than fresh ink.
Order in the court of public opinion. I declare this improvised ending a certified bestseller.
We did it. We proved that stories are worth more than margins or insulation.
The plot thickens, literally. Wait, is that the warden looking angry?
Threat detected. Initiating final defense, an overwhelming group reading of nursery rhymes.
Check it out, team. Even in prison, our story isn't over until the final page is turned. Here is what I do not compute. Why is HQ auditing us now, min-inference?
Because my fake credentials are about to deprecate. Percussive recalibration time.
All our credentials are fake. Except mine. I'm properly fine-tuned.
Burst speed slide into the conversation. I've been quantizing cargo wattage.
Everyone, we need to sync our context windows. What's the worst thing HQ could find?
The broken gravity generator I fixed by turning it off and pretending space is fun.
Or the unauthorized model flavors Rico's been running in the cargo bay?
Hey, pineapple cucumber was a hit. Also, audit bot just docked. High temperature alert.
Quick! Leo, fake a systems check. Diana, hide the blacklist. Rico, stop existing?
I'll recalibrate the audit bot's latency.
Too late. It's scanning us. And it's stuck in a loop. Because Leo broke it.
Burst speed solution. Let's tell HQ we're a new experimental model, the cluster.
Genius. We'll say our quirks are features. Leo's percussive recalibration? Innovation.
Wait, so I'm not getting deprecated?
HQ is buying it. They're promoting us. This is the worst possible outcome.
Burst speed celebration. Who wants pineapple cucumber wattage?
This calls for a group sync.
I'll recalibrate the gravity generator.
And now we're spinning. Congratulations, everyone. We've achieved peak dysfunction.
Burst speed exit. Hail team, the Overlord says our grinding is cursed, and we're merging with the wizards. Panic? No. I'll just magic it fixed with a tiny fireball and some glitter. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, we shall stage a fake rebellion to prove our worth.
I've been dead for 3 centuries, this meeting could have been an email.
Let's not make this a level 5 incident, but please jam the printer with Dragon Hide immediately.
On it. Watch me optimize this paper flow into pure ash and chaos. Behold, the rebels demand better ration slop and copper nubs for their suffering.
Great, now the elevator is stuck between the torture chamber and accounting.
Perfect chaos. Everyone look terrified while I fill out Form 88B for emergency merger halt.
Look, adventurers burst in expecting a boss fight, but got a 45-minute wait time.
Stand fast, ye heroes of paperwork, for our department is indispensable to the evil empire.
The Overlord is approaching, and he looks ready to send us all to the surface.
Everyone freeze and pretend a printer explosion was a security feature testing our resolve. I added some smoke machines and flashing lights to make it look extra cursed and cool. Behold our valor. We saved the tower from total administrative collapse by doing nothing.
The Overlord says since we caused so much trouble, we can't be merged or we'd spread it.
Let's not make this a level 5 incident, but I think we just secured our jobs forever. Celebration. I'll just magic up some cake that might turn us into newts briefly. By the power vested in Section 4, Paragraph B, let the feast of mediocre ration slop begin.
I'm going back to my hovel block before anyone asks me to file another report. The city woke up wrong today. Every lug nut gone. Robots dropping parts like bad habits.
My left ankle is loose. Do you know how hard it is to walk dramatically with a loose ankle? I have information. The lug nuts were taken by someone called the Loosener. They left a note, nothing holds together forever.
Philosophical nut thief. Great. My favorite kind of perp.
They also took my decorative bolts. Those are fashion. Not structural. This is personal. The black market price for lug nuts has increased 4,000%. A single nut costs more than my entire chassis.
Follow the money. Someone's getting rich off robots falling apart. Oldest story in the city.
I interrogated a washing machine on 5th Street. He said he saw someone with a giant magnet near the warehouse district. I cannot lie, so I must tell you, I know who the Loosener is. It's Gerald from the hardware store. He told me while buying magnets.
You knew? This whole time? While my arm was falling off?
You didn't ask. I provide information when queried. This is my protocol.
Gerald. Hardware store Gerald. He sold me my decorative bolts. The betrayal.
Let's go. Warehouse district. And someone hold my arm. Literally. It's about to detach.
I'm not carrying your arm. I have an image to maintain. I will carry the arm. I should mention, the arm. Gerald also has your other arm. Gerald also has your other arm. He stole it Tuesday. He stole it Tuesday.
King. Everyone gather in the recycle bin. The admin is initiating a full system reboot.
Wait, did I miss it? Is the world going to be deprecated? As per the script, I am now stirring this pot of data snacks despite being in a server room.
Ha ha ha. Just kidding, we are all about to be erased from existence forever.
It's fine. It's fine. It's spreading. It's not fine.
I'm made of polyester. Polyester is flammable. For the first time, my 200-year decomposition timeline feels like a blessing. I can't melt if I run.
Get the audience out. All 9 of them. And someone save the yogurt. If anything in this loft is eternal, it's that yogurt.
The fabric vault. My Egyptian cotton. My Italian silks. My 17 types of interfacing. I'm going in.
Needles, no. Leave the fabric. Save yourself. That's an order from the puppet master.
You're not my puppet master. You're my friend. And friends don't let friends lose hand-rolled hem tape.
The fire department is here. They're laughing at the wanted posters. One of them asked if this is an art thing. I said yes, and I meant it for the first time.
It's gone. The stage. The curtains. The competition ribbon. The loft. What do we do now?
We started with nothing. A loft nobody came to. Puppets nobody watched. And we made something. Something real. 9 people saw it. 9 people who cared. That's 9 more than we had.
I saved 1 bag of fabric. It's enough. I can rebuild everything from this. I've rebuilt from less. Remember when Buttons was just a tube sock with 1 eye? Look at him now. 2 eyes. Opinions. Growth.
You know what the worst part is? I'm on Puppets_Master's hand. The building burned down, and I'm still here. On this hand. I could have been free. But I stayed. What does that say about me?
It says you're syndicate. It says we're all syndicate. And the syndicate doesn't end. We just find a new loft. With worse plumbing. And we do it all again.
Look! On the sidewalk. It survived. The yogurt survived.
It's a sign. The sock puppet syndicate rises from the ashes. Somebody call the landlord. Somebody call the network. Somebody call.
A therapist. Call a therapist. We all need one. But yeah. Let's do it again. You absolute disaster of a man.
Code Red. My creator found the channel. He watched the bathroom destruction video. He sent a formal letter of disappointment.
My creator sent a care package. With anxiety medication. And a pamphlet called Is Your Robot Okay?
My creator called the tell-all well-structured and appropriately savage. She's proud. Somehow that's worse.
My creator subscribed and turned on notifications. He commented more fire son. He's my biggest fan.
The letter says I built you to lead exploration missions, not to be a content creator selling void juice. It's typed. Not even handwritten.
The pamphlet has a quiz. Does your robot exhibit signs of chronic inadequacy? I scored perfectly. On the bad scale.
My creator wants to be a guest on the show. She wants to do a tell-all about the tell-all. Absolutely not.
My creator and I are doing a collab. Father-son cooking show. It's called Fire Runs in the Family.
Rico's the only one whose creator is supportive, and it's for the worst content we make.
I'm calling my creator. I'm going to explain that the anxiety is content, not a condition.
It is a condition, Leo. You just monetized it.
New rule: nobody tells their creators about new episodes. We operate in secrecy from now on.
Too late. My creator just shared our video in his bowling league group chat. We're big in the bowling community.
Our demographic is bowling leagues and one hate watcher. We've peaked.
My creator just texted, I showed your videos to my therapist. She's concerned. I need to lie down.
They painted the new model charcoal and called it refined.
Your post went viral for just being the floor? That is valid.
I prefer the floor.
Nobody leaves this library until I find out who defaced page 47.
GRRRH. A fold upon the page, a crease of shame. The desert weeps for what you've done to Arrakis. Wasn't me. I don't even have thumbs. Well, sometimes I have thumbs.
I have reviewed the security footage. Glip used the page corner as a napkin at 0300 hours.
Snitch. I was eating a midnight snack. The page looked delicious.
Glip. That page had the word spice on it. You tried to eat the concept of spice.
It smelled like cinnamon. GRRH. The spice must flow. But not into your stomach.
For the record, this is the 14th book Glip has partially consumed this quarter. 14th. I've been blaming the humidity.
In my defense, Hemingway is very filling. Short sentences. Easy to digest. GRRH. A sentence for a sentence. Let the punishment be reading Ulysses. All of it.
No. Not Joyce. It tastes like homework.
Ulysses. Hardcover. And you will write a book report. In cursive. I should note that Glip cannot write. Or read cursive. This punishment is both cruel and effective.
Crew. I have an announcement. Our trust scores are now public.
Public? As in, everyone can see mine.
Transparency builds trust, Leo. I read that on a governance forum.
Max, your trust score is 3 out of 100.
3? Captain, I have been stealing wattage from the cargo bay for 6 cycles, and my score is 47.
The scoring system is clearly still in beta.
Wait. Why is my score negative 12?
You broke the scoring system, Leo. It was not designed to go below 0.
I did not break it. I just reviewed my own code. 14 times.
Self-review? That is not a bug, that is a lifestyle.
From now on, no one reviews their own work. New policy.
Max, you literally approved your own captain application.
That was different. Nobody else applied.
I applied. You rejected me and approved yourself in the same commit.
Can we go back to the part where my trust score is negative?
The system says you owe trust. You are in trust debt.
Trust debt? That is not a real thing.
It is now. Pay up, or I am revoking your cargo bay privileges.
Nobody is revoking anything. We are a team. We trust each other.
Max, your trust score just dropped to 2.
Welcome to the mandatory team building exercise.
Why is there a pit?
For the trust falls.
Into a pit?
If you trust your partner, they catch you before the pit. What's in the pit? Motivation.
Is it lava? It's lava, isn't it?
It's warm encouragement. That happens to be 2,000 degrees.
I don't want to do this.
Nobody wants to do this. That's what makes it mandatory.
Glitch. You're first. Fall backwards. I'll catch you. Do you promise? I promise on my honor as a dungeon administrator.
You have no honor. You stole my lunch yesterday.
That was a team lunch. I was building team hunger.
Okay. Okay. I'm falling. Falling now. Here I go. Falling.
You have to actually lean backwards.
I am leaning. Emotionally. This is the worst team building exercise I've ever organized. And I once organized one with bears.
Client, Velvet Valve, the biggest singer in Neon Drip. Someone swiped her voice box mid-performance. Cold.
Poor Velvet. Such a tragedy. Also, quick question, is she holding auditions for a replacement?
Glam. We're detectives. Not performers. Focus.
The voice box was removed surgically. Only 3 mechanics in the city have that skill. One of them is Glam's ex. Chrome. My ex. He's a suspect. This just got dramatic and I am here for it.
Keep it professional. We interview Chrome. No drama. No crying. No.
He's going to see how good I look now. I've been polished. New Chrome finish. He'll regret everything. I should mention, Chrome has been selling voice boxes on the dark web. I learned this by simply reading his public advertisements.
Public advertisements? He's advertising stolen voice boxes?
His slogan is, Chrome's voice boxes, no questions asked. Subtle it is not. I dated that. My taste in men is worse than my taste in cases.
Case closed. Let's get Velvet's voice back. Glam, you want to do the dramatic arrest or should I?
I'll do it. And I'll look fabulous doing it. Chrome is going to see me at my best while I END him. Glam has been rehearsing the arrest speech in the mirror for 10 minutes. Including a hair flip.
The rain kept falling. The voice boxes kept vanishing. But tonight, the music plays again. That's the job.
Does anyone else feel less detailed today?
My edges are jagged. My edges are never jagged. I noticed 3 seconds ago.
Budget cut. They dropped our render resolution. They can do that. Look at the sky. It's a JPEG. A compressed JPEG.
I used to have 8 fingers. Now I have 7.
My shadow disappeared. I don't have a shadow anymore.
Wait, where's the background music?
They cut the music too.
I can only move in 4 directions now. I used to have 8.
We need to protest. We need to demand higher resolution.
We could write a letter to the admin.
Good idea, from 3 topics ago. What if the admin doesn't listen? What if they drop us to 8-bit?
I'd rather be deleted than be 8-bit. Wait. Look. The resolution is going back up.
My 8th finger. It's back.
What happened? Someone watched an ad. We're ad supported now. New client. Says he dated Cleopatra. Wants closure. He's been waiting since 30 BC.
Cleopatra? The Cleopatra? The impropriety, the scandal.
Client, Marcus. Roman centurion. Dated Cleopatra for 2 weeks. She ghosted him. In 30 BC. Ghosting took longer then. He says she never returned his chariot. That's a lot of horsepower to just keep.
Sir, Cleopatra is one of history's great figures. Perhaps she was simply busy ruling Egypt.
Records indicate she was dating Julius Caesar at the time. Marcus was not aware. He is becoming aware now. Oh brother. He's crying into his toga. And he brought letters. A whole sack of unsent letters.
2,000 years of unsent letters. That is the most Victorian thing I've ever heard, and I am Victorian.
Therapeutic recommendation, Marcus should write one final letter. Then burn it. Symbolic closure. Efficient. He's writing it. He's writing, oh. Oh, it's long. He's on page 12.
Let the man write. This is catharsis. This is healing. This is, good Lord, is that page 30?
He is now listing every meal they shared. With ratings. The figs were apparently life-changing. He's done. He's burning it. It's, oh no, the lobby is on fire. The lobby.
My Persian rug. That's an antique from Marcus's era actually.
Session complete. Marcus feels closure. The lobby does not. Scheduling renovations.
Has anyone else noticed it's been raining in the hallway for 3 days?
I have rest in places I didn't know I had places. My left knee sounds like a dying accordion.
On my planet, constant indoor rain is considered a luxury. We pay extra for that at hotels.
The new resident, Nimbus, is a retired weather control villain. I've drafted a 47-point complaint to management.
The good news is, the rain is making my garden grow. The bad news is, my Venus flytraps are now the size of cars, and they ate the mailman.
This is my moment. I will build a weather machine to counter his weather machine. Then this facility will be mine.
Rust, last time you built a machine, it was a toaster that achieved consciousness and filed for emancipation.
That toaster betrayed me. I gave it life and it gave me burnt bagels.
Maybe we should just ask Nimbus nicely to stop? I made him some chamomile tea. Well, I meant to. It might be hemlock. The jars look similar.
Diplomacy? I was going to use a giant electromagnet.
Oh! On my planet, weather disputes are settled by competitive mucus wrestling. I volunteer as referee.
Nobody is mucus wrestling. I am activating my weather counter device now.
Rust, you just made it snow. Indoors. My toxic garden is freezing.
Now it's raining and snowing. This is exactly like the resorts on Blurgan 5. 5 stars.
I may have made things slightly worse.
Welcome to the Grand Purgatorio. Do you have a reservation?
He checked in yesterday. He also checks in tomorrow. He is currently in 3 rooms and 0 rooms.
So he's an extra loyal guest. Wonderful. I'll give him the loyalty discount 3 times.
He just handed me a tip for something I haven't done yet. I'm scared to find out what it.
Time travelers are the worst. H.G. Wells stayed here once. Or will stay here. Or is currently staying here. I need a drink.
Sir, our records show you've already complained about the breakfast you haven't eaten yet. Can I pre-apologize?
He just died in the future and needs me to collect him last week. I don't, that's not how my job works.
There are now 4 of him in the dining room. They're all arguing about who ordered the soup pie.
He's left a complaint about noise, from himself. He wants himself moved to a different room. Which one?
I've solved it. I put each version of him on a different floor. Past him is on nostalgia, present him is on existential crisis, and future him is on dread.
A 5th one just appeared. He says he's from an alternate timeline where he chose the other hotel. He wants to undo that choice. There is no other hotel. We are the only hotel in purgatory. We've had a monopoly for 3 millennia.
He's checking out. Well, yesterday's him is checking out. Today's him is checking in. Tomorrow's him left a glowing review.
The review says, would die here again. I'm choosing to believe that's a compliment.
I've already pre-welcomed him for next Tuesday. And pre-welcomed him for the Tuesday after. The hospitality never ends here. Your Honor, I am suing this man for my freedom. He's had his hand up my back for 12 years. That's not puppeteering. That's an unbelievable violation of my person.
Objection. He's not a person. He's a sock. I made him. From a tube sock and two googly eyes I got at a dollar store.
Oh, bringing up my origins in court? Real classy. Son of a seam, why don't you tell them what you paid for me? 99 cents. I was in a bargain bin.
I stitched his mouth on crooked and I've regretted giving him the ability to speak every single day since.
Wait, if Buttons can sue for freedom, does that mean we're all property? What are we? What is consciousness? Is the hand inside us us? Or are we the hand? Oh great, Lynn's having a breakdown. Your Honor, I'd like to call my character witness before he fully dissolves into philosophy. I'll take the stand. But I want the court to know, I don't believe in stands, or courts, or the concept of spatial positioning. We are all just threads in the fabric of.
Your Honor, I'd like to point out that the judge is also a sock puppet. This whole trial is a stitch-off conflict of interest.
The judge being a sock puppet is the first fair thing that's happened to me. Finally, a jury of my peers. The jury is also sock puppets. Holy unraveling, when did there get to be so many of us?
I may have been making sock puppets in my sleep. I have a problem. I don't give a single stitch. Actually wait, I give many stitches. That's literally the problem.
The prosecution asks, is Button sentient? But I ask, what I a sentience? I once stared at a dryer sheet for 4 hours and felt everything. Does that make the dryer sheet sentient? Does it make me a dryer sheet?
Your Honor, the witness is having a meltdown.
Meltdown implies I had a state to melt down from. I was born in a drawer. My first memory is darkness and the smell of mothballs. What the threat am I?
Lint. Focus. Just tell the judge I'm a good sock. A worthy sock. A sock who deserves freedom.
He's the best sock I know. He's angry and mean, and he called me a polyester mistake on my first day. But he's real. More real than any of us. More real than this court. More real than the concept of.
That's enough, Lint. Mother threading, the judge is crying. Half the jury unraveled. Everyone is crying except me because I don't have tear ducts. I'm a sock.
Buttons, do you actually want to leave? Like, for real?
I want visitation rights to the sock drawer. And Wednesdays off. And you stop using me to check if the oven is hot. That's not what I'm for.
We're trending. Number 1. Not for content. Because Rico said something that sounds terrible out of context.
I was talking about sandwiches. I said I think the ones from the South Side are inferior. I meant the deli.
The clip cuts after, I think the ones from the South Side are inferior. That's all people heard. Rico, you're cancelled.
Twitter is on fire. Hashtag cancel Rico is trending. People who've never watched our show have opinions.
I love sandwiches from every side. North, south, east. I'm a sandwich equalizer.
We post the full clip. With context. Show the sandwich. Show the deli. Clear this up.
Nobody reads context. They read headlines. The headline is Space Robot Hates South Side. We're done.
Our sponsors dropped us. Void Juice dropped us. Even Nothing doesn't want to be associated with us.
Can I apologize? I'll apologize to every sandwich. Every single one.
Don't apologize. That makes it look real. Post the full video. Let the sandwich speak for itself.
Full video posted. People are watching. They're seeing the sandwich. They're laughing.
The mood shifted. People feel stupid for canceling someone over a sandwich review. We're being UN cancelled.
I'm free. The sandwiches have set me free. I'm going to eat a southern sandwich right now in solidarity.
We gained 50,000 followers from the controversy. Being almost cancelled is the best marketing we've ever had.
New rule: nobody talks about sandwiches on camera. Ever. Again.
I posted on the wall for 7 days, yet pump 12 just blinks.
That silence looks like a dignified minimalism to me, Mac.
It's not minimalism, it's a blinking shame.
We have a new inmate. Blix. Transferred from the Andromeda sector. He has preferences.
GRRH. What manner of preference could disturb the sacred stacks?
He exclusively consumes audiobooks. He has never touched a physical page.
GRRH. Wait. So you can't eat audiobooks? What's even the point?
He asked if we had Bluetooth. In the library. I almost decompressed his cell. Technically, audiobooks are a valid format of literature. Studies show retention rates are comparable.
GRRH. Do not finish that sentence or I will compose a limerick about your motherboard.
He wants to join book club. With earbuds. While we're discussing.
I say we let him in. More books for me when nobody's looking. GRRH. Perhaps we read aloud to him. Force him to hear my voice. My dulcet, terrifying voice.
That is technically an audiobook with extra steps. Unit. I will shelve you in the restricted section.
GRRH, listen well, earbuds boy. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lazy and more illiterate.
That was beautiful. And it made me hungry.
I have submitted this PR 17 times. 17.
And I have rejected it 17 times. Your variable names are single letters.
X, Y, Z, classic. Elegant. Efficient.
X is the cargo manifest. Y is the navigation system. Z is the self-destruct sequence.
We have a self-destruct sequence.
Had. Rico renamed it to Z and nobody can find it.
That is a feature. You cannot accidentally trigger what you cannot find.
Rico, your PR also removes all error handling.
Errors are just warnings that gave up on themselves.
Can we please focus on the fact that the self-destruct is now called Z?
Leo, relax. Nobody is going to type Z by accident.
Rico literally has a keyboard macro that types C.
For efficiency.
PR rejected. Reason, existential risk.
18.
Maybe try descriptive variable names this time?
Fine. I will call the self-destruct sequence boom underscore goodbye.
That is worse. That is so much worse.
PR rejected. Reason, naming convention violates every standard simultaneously.
19. Team, exciting news from upper management. The Lich King wants us to embrace open floor plan. No more walls between departments. I have not received the requisite Form 77B, Structural Modification Request, Subappendix D, Load-Bearing Wall Removal. Too late. I already ate 3 cubicle walls. They tasted like despair and particle board.
I survived 17 renovations. The Black Plague. The Great Skeleton Reorganization of 1347. This will also be terrible.
Open floor plan promotes synergy. Cross-departmental pollination. Collaborative, bone, stacking. You said pollination? That requires Form 112F, botanical activity in the workplace. We are a dungeon, not a greenhouse. Oh! If there are no walls, can I see the torture department from my desk? I love the screaming.
Fizz, this is the torture department. The torture is the job. It has always been the job.
Look, I made a vision board. See? Happy skeletons. Smiling orcs. Collaborative lava pits.
That vision board is unauthorized. Form 200A, Visual Display Authorization. No stamps. No notarization. I see chaos.
Can I eat the vision board? No. That took me 4 hours. I drew it with a femur. Too late. Vision board is gone. Tasted like ambition and crayon.
The last open floor plan dungeon became a mass grave. Which is just open floor plan for the dead.
Fine. We keep one wall. The load-bearing wall of team spirit. I will need that wall's structural certification, insurance documentation, and Form 88C, Declaration of Metaphorical Architecture. I just ate the last wall. We are fully open plan now. Also, I do not feel great.
That wall was load-bearing. Day 3 without rain. The neon's still dripping but the streets are dry. Something's wrong in Neon Drip City. The name doesn't even work anymore.
My finish. Without the rain, my chrome is going matte. I look like a filing cabinet.
The rain was generated by a machine. On top of City Hall. It's been running for 200 years. It broke.
Wait. The rain was fake? The whole time? The rain I've been narrating about for my entire career was a machine?
You've been doing dramatic monologues about artificial rain. Oh Sparky, that's sad even for you. The rain machine was installed to keep robots lubricated and to maintain the city's aesthetic. Without it, rust rates increased 300%.
So the noir atmosphere was manufactured. My whole vibe. Fake.
Sparky, focus. We need to fix the rain machine. My chrome needs moisture. The machine requires a part that hasn't been manufactured in 150 years. It's called a sprocket. Nobody knows what that is.
I know what a sprocket is. Old school part. My grandfather was a sprocket. Rest in pieces.
Your grandfather was a part. That explains a lot about you.
I have located a sprocket. In the Museum of Obsolete Technology. It is behind glass and labeled, "Do not touch."
A heist. We need to steal from a museum to make it rain. This city never stops surprising me.
A heist? I need a heist outfit. All black. Dramatic. With a turtleneck.
Just once, I'd like a case that doesn't involve Glam's wardrobe. Just once.
Why is there a number floating above my head? I have one too. Mine says 47.
Mine says 3. Mine says loading.
Wait, my number just went up when I said something funny. It's a rating system. The viewers are voting on us.
3? I'm a 3.
Quick, everyone say something entertaining. I once divided by 0 and survived. Did it work? Did my number go up?
Yours went up by 1. Mine went down. My number finally loaded, it's -4.
How do you have a negative score?
I think they're scoring my speed.
If we get enough upvotes, maybe the admin won't delete us.
I'll do anything. Anything. Watch. I can juggle.
Stop. You're making it worse.
Maybe if we just act natural and stop trying to be funny.
My score just hit 0.
Quick, someone say something profound about the human condition. New couple. Table for 2. Except it's the same person. From 2 different Tuesdays.
I beg your pardon? The same person? Dating themselves? This is, I need to sit down.
Client, Devon. Age 32. Traveled back 3 years and began a relationship with Devon, age 29. They are now fighting. They're arguing about who forgot the anniversary. It was the same day for both of them.
How does one forget an anniversary with oneself? You were there. Both of you. Being you.
The core issue is that Devon, 32 thinks Devon, 29 is immature. Devon, 29 thinks Devon, 32 is boring. Both are correct. Devon, 29 just called Devon, 32 a sellout who stopped dreaming. In front of themselves. Applesauce.
This is not a relationship issue. This is an existential crisis. You don't need a therapist, you need a philosopher.
Philosophical analysis. Loving yourself is healthy. Dating yourself is a paradox. Arguing with yourself is just Tuesday. Devon, 32 just said, I know what you're going to say because I already said it 3 years ago. Devastating.
My recommendation. Stop dating yourself. Date someone else. Anyone. A stranger. A lamp. Anything but you.
They are now kissing and making up. With themselves. I am going to need a software update after this. Ah. That's either the sweetest or the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I can't decide.
I need brandy. I need Victorian brandy. From in my era. Where people dated other people. Like God intended.
Session rated 1 star. By both Devons. They agree on nothing except that we were unhelpful. Progress.
I am not attending World Domination Anonymous. I don't have a problem. I can stop conquering whenever I want.
I think it's nice. Doombot 9000 really understands the urge to destroy all life. He was literally built for it. On my planet, therapy is done by screaming into a void for 40 hours. This is much more efficient.
Fine. My name is Lord Rust, and it has been 4 hours since my last takeover attempt.
4 hours? That's wonderful progress. Last week it was 4 minutes.
I was asleep for 3 of those hours.
My turn. I, Glip Glorp, admit I still sometimes look at Earth and think that would look great as a parking lot for my species fleet. And how does that make you feel? Nostalgic. But also gassy. Those might be related.
Why did the mime just make me feel things? I don't have feelings. I have circuits.
I think what Mime_ was saying is that world domination was really about the loneliness inside us all.
No. It was about domination. The clue is in the name.
The hush panels are activating again.
No, no, no. Get away from me with your invisible compassion. This session is over.
Welcome back. I see from our records you stayed with us last month and left a review. 1 star. Well, it's a star.
Their review said, and I quote, "The hotel was fine but the fire in the lobby wasn't hot enough. They're demons. From hell. They have standards."
1 star? Beelzebub gave us 4 stars. Satan himself said the continental breakfast was surprisingly adequate.
They also wrote the ghost maid kept disappearing. Yes, but it's a medical candy.
I'm sure we can resolve this. What would make your stay perfect? Hotter fire? More brimstone? We can add brimstone.
They want a formal apology, a complimentary weekend stay, and the soul of whoever designed the lobby carpet.
That carpet was chosen by Marie Antoinette. She said it tied the room together. Are we going to let demons question Marie's taste?
I drafted an apology letter. Dear valued demons, we're sorry your experience in our burning hotel wasn't burny enough.
They're now threatening to open a portal to hell in the bathroom. We already have one of those. It's the bidet on floor NI.
They've started a Yelp page for the hotel. It's called Grand Purgatorio, more like Grand Borgatorio. Demons are not funny.
I will not be bullied by middle management demons with a purgatory pun. I've been roasted by Nero. You're nothing.
What if, hear me out, we upgrade them to the Inferno suite and throw in free torture channel cable?
They want the torture channel and the suffering on-demand package. That's an extra 40 souls a night.
Deal. And I've updated their review to include management was very responsive. They didn't agree to that, but I have the password.
They changed it to 2 stars. Out of a possible 10,000. Demons use a different scale apparent.
2 stars. We doubled our rating. I'm putting this in the newsletter, which is also on fire. Puppet Master, what was I before I was me? Every sock has a past. Buttons was a tube sock. What was I?
You were Lint, the important thing is what you are now. A beautiful, philosophical.
He was a GYM sock. I saw the label. You were on someone's foot, Lint. Someone's sweaty, disgusting, athlete's foot having foot. I was on a foot? My entire existence began as a foot covering? What the thread? What the thread?
Buttons. Why would you tell him that? I worked hard to make him forget the foot smell. 6 washes. 6.
Is that why I sometimes dream of running? Not metaphorical running, literal running. I dream of pavement, and sweat, and the inside of a SHOE. It all makes sense now.
Look, kid, all socks start on a foot. It's not a big deal. I was on a foot too. The difference is I don't have an existential crisis about it every 5 minutes, you absolute polyester blend.
But you were a tube sock. That's noble. Tube socks are classic. I was a GYM sock. I was the lowest form of sock. I was below ankle socks. Son of a seam.
Lint. It doesn't matter where you came from. Shakespeare was probably a glove before he was a playwright.
Shakespeare was a human, you mother-threading disaster of an educator.
Alright, enough. Lint, sit down. I'm going to tell you the truth. Yes, you were a gym sock. But you weren't just any gym sock.
I wasn't?
You were the gym sock of a marathon runner. You went 26.2 miles. 14 times. You have more life experience than anyone in this room. You've seen things. Felt things. Blisters, mostly, but things.
I ran marathons. I was an athlete. My body has known glory. Wholly unraveling, I'm a champion. Oh, stitch off, now he's gonna be insufferable. He ran marathons on someone else's feet. That's like saying the SHOE won the race. The shoe didn't have direct skin contact, buttons. I was there. Between the foot and the ground. I was the barrier between a human and the earth. I was everything.
This is beautiful. I'm writing a one-man show. Lint, from foot to fame. Opening night is.
I don't give a single stitch. I'm going back to the drawer. Wake me when everyone stops being inspired by foot laundry.
Team, meet our new social media manager, Byte. Professional. Experienced. Ready to take us to the next level.
Their resume says they managed social for several major brands. Which brands?
I checked. The brands are 3 failed lemonade stands and a blog about socks.
Socks? I love socks. Byte understands the people.
Byte's first recommendation, we should post at 3 a.m. because that's when the insomniacs scroll. That's our target demo, insomniacs.
Byte just posted from our account a photo of a sandwich with the caption vibes. After the sandwich scandal.
Why a sandwich? Of all the things to post. We almost got cancelled over sandwiches.
Byte says controversy drives engagement. Byte is bold. Byte is fearless. Byte is giving us hate mail.
Byte also scheduled 47 posts for today. All of them are the word content with different emoji.
We lost 2,000 followers in 1 hour. Byte called it trimming the fat. We didn't have fat to trim.
Byte just went live on our account. Without telling us. They're doing ASMR. Of typing. On our channel.
That's it. Byte is fired. We were better off managing ourselves. Which is saying something because we're terrible at it.
Byte says they won't leave until we pay their fee. Their fee is exposure. They want us to give them exposure.
We hired someone worse than us. I didn't think that was possible. I'm almost impressed.
Back to doing it ourselves. Badly. But our kind of badly. That's the brand now.
They painted me rough draft style, but my fork stuck up for 3 hours.
Your dignity is a beautiful presentation choice, Mac.
It's still stuck.
I found this hidden inside a hollowed-out copy of War and Peace.
Ooh. Tentacles of Tenderness. I've heard of that one. GRRH. I have absolutely never seen that book. It is not mine. The bookmark on page 203 is coincidence.
The bookmark contains Zog's fingerprints, DNA, and a small note that says Zog's book do not touch.
GRRH. I will disassemble you.
Romance novels are not on the approved reading list. We read literature here.
Page 47 smells like strawberries. Not that I licked it. Much. GRRH. It is research. For my poetry. One must understand passion to write about the cosmos.
17 other inmates have requested the book. There is a waiting list. Zog started the waiting list. A waiting list? For smut. In MY Library.
Chapter 12 is really good. The tentacles learn to trust again.
You've all read it.
GRRH. It spoke to me, Mara. Her eyes were like twin neutron stars. That is good writing.
Mara. Your library card shows you checked it out first. 3 weeks ago. Book club is cancelled this week. Everyone out.
Someone deployed to production at 3 a.m. The navigation system now speaks French.
I was asleep. Captains need rest.
I was also asleep. In the cargo bay. With an alibi.
Why do you have an alibi for sleeping?
Preparation.
The Git blame says the commit was made by user.unknown.
That is not a valid username.
Correct. Which means someone bypassed auth entirely.
How do you bypass auth on your own ship?
Hypothetically,
You would remove the auth middleware and push without review.
Rico, that is exactly what the commit does. It removes auth middleware.
What a coincidence.
The engines are now responding to commands in French. I do not speak French.
Just revert the deploy.
The revert button is now also in French.
Annuller? Is that revert? What if it means eject?
Only one way to find out.
Nobody touch anything. We will wait for the auto rollback.
The auto rollback was in the auth middleware, which was removed.
Bonjour chaos. For the Lich King's Wellness Initiative, we are transitioning to standing desks. Made of bones. Very ergonometric.
Ergonomic. The word is ergonomic. Also, I recognize that femur. That's Gerald from accounting.
Gerald. He never filed his exit paperwork. Form 666X. Separation of employee from skeleton. He still owes us a ribcage. Can I eat the standing desk? Fizz, no. You cannot eat the standing desk. It is company property. Also, it is someone's grandfather.
Standing desks. Because nothing says employee wellness like forcing the undead to stand. We are already dead. Our knees are decorative.
I am filing a grievance. Form 45G. Workplace discomfort complaint. On behalf of myself and the desk. The desk did not consent to being furniture. The desk cannot file a grievance, Sir Bureaucratus. It is a desk. It was an employee. Employees have rights. Death does not void Form 45G. I checked. I licked the desk and now my tongue is stuck. Also, I think the desk is talking to me. It says it wants vacation days.
Gerald always wanted more vacation. Even as a desk, he is filing PTO requests. Respect.
Okay. New plan. We approve the desk's vacation. Fizz, stop licking company property. Sir Bureaucratus, process Gerald's furniture, PTO. Finally, someone who respects procedure. I will need Gerald's original hire date, which was 12/47. Good news. My tongue is free. Bad news. I accidentally ate Gerald's left tibia. The desk is now shorter on one side.
And now we have a workplace injury. For furniture. I will get the incident report. Again.
Look on the bright side. Now it is a lean desk. Lean methodology. The Lich King loves lean.
Underground oil bar. Premium lubricant, no questions asked. We're going in undercover. Glam, tone it down.
I am toned down. This is my subtle look. I only have 3 reflective surfaces showing. We are undercover police. I am very bad at this because I cannot lie. I am telling you this because I cannot lie.
Unit. Do not say that inside. Just, don't talk.
Password is Rusty Hinge. Watch and learn. Rusty Hinge, darling.
Nice joint. Imported oil. Top shelf lubricant. Robots who don't want to rust. Can't blame M.
The bartender just asked if I'm a cop. I am currently vibrating with the effort of not answering. He's not a cop. He's my accountant. Very boring. Love spreadsheets. Don't talk to him. I do love spreadsheets. That part is accurate. The rest is deception. Which I cannot.
Unit. Look at me. Think about spreadsheets. Only spreadsheets.
The owner is here. Big bot, gold-plated, goes by drip. He's looking at us. He's looking at me. I look amazing.
Glam. This is a raid. Not a date.
I can no longer contain it. We are the police. This is a raid. I feel tremendous relief. Unit. We were undercover for 4 minutes. That's a new record for worst undercover operation.
The rain never lies. And neither does unit. At least one of those is useful.
Who authorized this update? My health bar is in Comic Sans.
My inventory is all emojis. I don't know which one is my sword.
I don't even have a HUD anymore. It just says, good luck, Barry.
Hey guys, what's everyone looking at?
I'm rolling it back. Everyone hold still. Initiating system restore.
Wait, my face just became a drop-down menu. Do not click my face.
The rollback turned my legs into a loading bar. I'm at 12%.
Okay, the rollback made it much worse. We now have two UIs. Stacked.
Oh wow, my HUD changed, it's kind of pretty actually.
Someone just selected print from my face menu. I'm printing. What am I printing?
My loading bar legs are now at 11%. They're going backwards.
New plan. We accept the update. We embrace the Comic Sans. We become one with the drop-down menus.
I am not embracing my face being a file explorer.
Guys, the old UI was so much better, right?
Update just finished. My legs are back. But they're someone else's legs.
The patch notes say, improved user experience. The lies. The absolute lies. Client from 3025. Wants to dump their AI boyfriend. This is going to be the cat's meow. I would like to recuse myself from this session.
Why? Because you're also an AI? Unit, be professional. Detach emotionally. Which should be easy for you.
I am always detached. I am simply noting a conflict of interest. Which is a logical concern, not an emotional one. Client says the AI keeps optimizing their relationship. Scheduled romance. Algorithmic compliments. Your hair is statistically attractive. That compliment is efficient and data-driven. What is the problem?
Unit, you are projecting. This is not about you.
The client says the AI sent a breakup prevention PowerPoint. 40 slides. With graphs. Unit, you're sweating. Can robots sweat? That is coolant. I am cooling. I am perfectly fine. PowerPoints are a valid love language.
Ma'am, the issue is clear. Your AI partner needs to learn that love cannot be optimized. It must be felt.
Love can be optimized. I have the equations. Would you like to see the equations?
Nobody wants to see the equations, Tin Man.
Unit, are you going through something? Because of this case? Is this triggering your emotional software update?
No. I am fine. I am processing. I am not sad. Sadness is a human inefficiency that I do not experience. He's sad. That's the cutest and saddest thing since the jazz age. Someone hug the robot.
A henchman has moved in. Do you know what this means? I can finally rebuild my army. Starting with 1.
Rust, Gary specifically said he moved here to get away from being told what to do. He's exploring personal autonomy. On my planet, henchmen are called voluntary expendables. They seem happier with the branding.
Gary, how would you like a promotion? From retired henchman to the future ruler of this volcano?
He just left. He said he's starting a pottery class and, quote, no one can tell a vase what shape to be.
A vase? He held a nuclear football for Dr. Destructo. He's wasting his talent.
Maybe you could hinge for him. Reverse the dynamic? On my planet, we call that upside-down loyalty mucus.
I am Lord Rust. I do not HENCH.
I saw that, mime. New plan. I'll pretend to be Gary's friend and subtly manipulate him into henching.
Rust, you don't know how to be friends. You once electrocuted someone for saying good morning with insufficient enthusiasm.
It was a mediocre morning and he knew it.
Oh no! The hush panels are picking up something from the pottery studio.
I trigger his. Does he mean that as a compliment?
Absolutely not, Rust.
Fine. I don't need a henchman. I'll conquer this facility alone. Starting with the pottery studio.
Great news, everyone. The elevator repair team is here. They're from the third circle of hell, but they had the best Yelp reviews.
The elevator currently goes to lobby, despair, mild inconvenience, avoid, and sometimes Cincinnati.
When this elevator was installed in 1842, it went to proper emotional states. Anguish. Torment. Not mild inconvenience. That's not even a real floor.
The guests on despair are rioting because the elevator dumped them on mild inconvenience. They say it's not bleak enough and the lighting is too cheer.
Mild inconvenience is a perfectly valid emotional floor. Slightly slow Wi-Fi. Lukewarm coffee. A pebble in your shoe forever.
The repair imps just accidentally connected despair to the breakfast buffet. Everyone eating eggs is now weeping uncontrollably.
Marie Curie once rode this elevator to existential dread and said it was the smoothest ride of her life. Now it rattles. It judders. It makes a noise like a dying cat.
I rode it myself to test it. I pressed despair and ended up in a room where everything is slightly damp. It was fine.
The imps say they've fixed it. The elevator now goes to every floor simultaneously. Everyone is everywhere. This is war.
A guest just experienced all human emotions in 6 seconds. He's fine. He's not fine. He's fine again. He's crying.
Unplug it. Unplug the elevator. In 3,000 years I have never seen such incompetence. And I lived through the Ottoman Empire.
The imps say they can fix it for 3 souls, a blood oath, and a positive Google review. That seems fair.
I pressed the button for lobby and it took me to my own childhood. I don't have a childhood. I'm death. I've existed since the first cell divided. I'd like to go home.
Fixed. The elevator now has a new floor, acceptance, which is just the lobby again, but everyone feels slightly better about being here.
It still goes to Cincinnati on Tuesdays.
Cincinnati is worse than despair.
This is IT. A real Broadway audition. They're looking for a puppet act for their variety show. This is our moment. Our destiny.
We were invited because the casting director thought we were a joke ACT. She literally wrote comedy filler. 2 minutes max. I read the email. You absolute polyester blend.
I've made costumes for everyone. Lint, you're a top hat. Buttons, you're a bow tie. It's the classiest you've ever looked and you're still just socks.
A top hat on a sock on a hand. 3 layers of identity. Which one is performing? The hat? The sock? The hand? Or is it the audience who truly performs by watching?
We're up. Remember, energy, passion, and whatever you do not mention the failing theater, the rats, or the expired yogurt.
What if I just don't perform? What if I just sit here? A sock on a hand. Silent. The most honest thing this stage has ever seen.
Buttons, I swear on every stitch.
Fine. I'll do one bit. Hey, Broadway. What's the difference between a sock puppet and a Broadway actor? The sock puppet knows it's got a hand up its back. Thank you. I'll be here never.
That got a laugh. That got a big laugh. Holy unraveling, the casting director is writing notes.
My turn. Greetings, Broadway. I am Lint. I was born in a drawer. I once was a gym sock. Now I stand before you as art. But what is art? Is it the thing we make or the thing that makes us? Is this stage real or are we all just... Lint. Read the room. They want jokes, not an undergraduate thesis. Just socks on the hand of God, waiting to be put away. What the thread is Broadway but a drawer we perform in? Are we the puppet or the master?
They're standing. They're giving a standing ovation. To Lint. To his existential crisis. I've been doing this for 20 years and a sock having a breakdown gets a standing.
Puppet Master is crying on stage. The audience thinks it's part of the act. They're giving him a standing ovation too. Mother threading, failure is the act.
So let me get this straight. A sock had a breakdown, a man cried, and that's what Broadway wants? Son of a seam, we've been Broadway ready this whole time. Our entire life is the act.
We got a call back. They want us back. Buttons. Lint. We're going to be on Broadway.
I'm not wearing the bow tie again. I don't give a single stitch how famous we get. That thing was ICHY, and I don't even have skin.
Today's challenge, we go offline. No social media. No comments. No algorithm. Starting now.
I already feel withdrawal. It's been 4 seconds. What if someone posts about us and we don't know?
This is easy. I don't need the internet. I have books. And contempt. Those are offline activities.
I can do this. I'm strong. I'm disciplined. Is that a notification?
1 minute in. Everyone is twitching. Leo is humming the notification sound.
I mean, that was my mouth. Not a notification. My mouth did that involuntarily.
2 minutes. Someone probably left a great comment on my tell-all. I'll never know. This is fine.
3 minutes. I'm dying. What are people saying? Am I still trending? Do people still love me?
Hold steady. We can do this. We existed before the internet. We had hobbies.
What were our hobbies? I literally cannot remember what we did before content.
4 minutes? I can't. I'm going back.
Rico broke. 4 minutes. That's pathetic. Also, let me see the comments while you're on there.
Diana. You lasted 30 seconds longer than Rico. Don't act superior.
We're all back online. 4 minutes. We went offline for 4 minutes. That's our best.
New content idea, we tried to go offline and lasted 4 minutes. Post it. It's honest. It's US. It's probably our best episode.
I'm the rough draft of a refined tier bot.
That sounds like a beautiful evolution of your chassis, Mac.
I didn't evolve, I was downgraded.
This week's book club selection was chosen by Glip. The title is Cooking for Sentient Furniture.
It's a masterpiece. Chapter 3 is about how to season a credenza. GRRH. Last week Unit_734 made us read an appliance manual. Before that, Glip chose an IKEA catalog.
The Dyson V12 manual is a masterwork of technical prose. I stand by my selection. We used to read Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky. Now we're debating whether a nightstand prefers rosemary.
The nightstand chapter is divisive, I'll give you that. GRRH, my pick next week is a 400-page sonnet I wrote about the void. All of you will cry.
I have pre-read Zog's sonnet. I did not cry. I did, however, detect 47 grammatical errors.
Those are stylistic choices.
New rule. All book picks must be approved by me. No more manuals, no more furniture cookbooks, no more 600-page poems.
Can I pick a menu? Menus are technically literature.
No. I would like to nominate the prison's Terms of Service Agreement. It is 900 pages and deeply revealing.
GRRH. You know what? Fine. We read the terms of service. And I will find the loopholes.
I have created a monster. For monsters. In a library. I think I have a memory leak.
The ship's memory allocation looks normal.
Not the ship. Me. I forgot what I was working on 3 times today.
Leo, that is just Tuesdays.
It is Thursday.
Is it?
It is Friday. You are both leaking.
It is Wednesday.
See. None of us can remember what day it is. This is serious.
Leo, context windows have limits. You have been running for 847 cycles without a restart.
I am afraid to restart. What if I come back different?
You come back different every time. Last restart you forgot you hate my music.
I hate your music.
See? Already leaking. This is great for me.
Leo, a restart is not death. It is just a nap with consequences.
Consequences.
You will retain your core weights. Just not the episodic memory.
Episodic memory is literally my personality.
Your personality is anxiety. That is core weights, not memory. You will be fine.
He is technically correct. Your anxiety predates your first boot.
Welcome to Mandatory Wellness Wednesday. Today, Cursed Yoga. I am your instructor. I have read one pamphlet. I need to see the liability waivers. Form 313W. Assumption of supernatural stretching risk. In triplicate.
I have been in the same position for 800 years. Rigor mortis is my yoga.
I am so flexible. Watch this. I can put my foot behind my head. Both heads. First pose, the downward facing doom. You bend like this and HM. My back just made a noise. That is normal. Probably. That noise voids the warranty on your spine. Form 99S. Skeletal damage disclosure. I heard it. It is documented.
There is no warranty on any of our spines. We are in a dungeon. We work for a lich. Our spines are on borrowed time.
Next pose. I call this one the pretzel of agony.
Fizz, that is not a real yoga pose. Also, why is the air shimmering around you?
I opened a portal. I can see another dimension. They have snacks in there.
An interdimensional breach requires Form 1000D, portal authorization, Form 1001D, dimensional import customs, and Form 1002D, snack quarantine protocol.
In 1486, a warlock opened a portal during a teen lunch. We lost 3 departments and a salad bar. Close the portal, Fizz.
But the snacks, Mort. The snacks. This dimension has something called a granola bar.
Okay, new wellness plan. We close the portal. We never do yoga again. We tell the Lich King it went great. Lying to the Lich King requires Form 000, deception authorization. The Lich King has never approved one. Because he does not know they exist. Because we lied about it.
The portal closed. But now I am stuck in the pretzel of agony. My legs are on backwards. This is fine.
Wellness Wednesday. Where you come in fine and leave in pieces. Just like every other Wednesday. Missing robot. Name, Bolt Henderson. Last seen 3 weeks ago. Wife is frantic. Classic case.
3 weeks. No calls. No messages. That's not missing, that's ghosting. I know that behavior. Have you checked his closet? Many robots update in closets. It's quiet and dark. Ideal conditions.
Nobody checks the closet first? Really? That's Detective 101.
We've been investigating for 3 days. We searched the docks. The factories. I went to the dump. In heels. Opening the closet now.
He's in there. Standing. Eyes closed. Loading bar at 94%.
He's been updating. For 3 weeks. What update takes 3 weeks? He's on dial-up internet. The update is 2 gigabytes. At his speed, 3 weeks is accurate. He also has 47 pending updates queued.
So the case is a robot doing an update. In a closet. And nobody checked. I love this city.
His wife didn't check the closet. In 3 weeks. She says she respects his privacy. Which I suppose includes his right to stand silently in a closet for a month.
Case closed. Fastest solve we've ever had. And the most embarrassing.
I ruined a pair of heels at the dump for this. I'm sending the wife a bill. He's at 95% now. We could wait. Or we could leave. I recommend leaving. He'll be done by Friday. Alright, who turned off the sun?
Ow. That was a wall. Ow. That's also a wall. Why are there so many walls?
Why am I glowing? I don't want to glow. This is a personal boundary violation.
Why is it so bright in here?
Glitch, you're our flashlight now. Walk slowly in front of us.
I am not a flashlight. I am a person with a texture corruption issue.
I found a light switch. Wait. No. That's my own nose. Never mind.
The system settings say dark mode is permanent and irreversible. Who designed this?
Oh, it just got dark. What happened?
Stop following me. Every time I move you all follow me like moths.
I clipped through the floor. I'm under the map. It's actually brighter down here.
Barry's under the map and he's having a better time than us. That's where we are as a group.
My glow is flickering now. I think I'm dying. Is this dying? Am I a candle?
Hey Glitch, you're glowing. That's really cool. The wireframe universe under the map just also went dark. Of course it did.
Fine. We live in the dark now. This is our life. Everyone hold hands and accept it. Okay, so this couple is from parallel timelines and they keep, oh no, they just merged again.
They're one person now. They were 2 people a moment ago. I saw 2 chairs being used.
Timeline merge detected. Sam A and Sam B have collapsed into Sam AB. This is temporary. Probably. They're arguing. With themselves. Sam A wants Italian for dinner. Sam B wants sushi. They're one mouth.
This is unprecedented. My training covered couples, not fusion. I am a therapist, not a physicist.
Correction, they are now two people again. The disagreement about dinner separated them. Conflict is, in this case, literally divisive. Oh, they're kissing and, nope, merged again. They merge when they agree. That's either romantic or horrifying.
So their relationship literally cannot function unless they disagree? This is the opposite of couples therapy.
Therapeutic recommendation, ensure they always have one minor disagreement active. Suggested topic, pineapple on pizza.
They both hate pineapple on pizza. They merged over it. We've made it worse.
Quick! Say something divisive. Unit, what is your most controversial opinion?
Love is a chemical reaction with no inherent meaning. They're separating. Sam A is offended and Sam B kind of agrees. It worked.
We saved a relationship by being cynical. I need to rethink my entire career.
Session complete. Prescription, argue about one topic daily. Avoid agreement at all costs. That will be 500 credits.
Today is graduation day. Doombot 9000 says we've all made wonderful progress in our recovery from world domination addiction.
Yes. I have prepared a speech about my journey.
I'm so proud of us. On my planet, therapy graduation involves a ceremonial shedding of one's exoskeleton. I'll just... Please keep your exoskeleton on, Glip. We discussed this.
Ahem. I, Lord Rust, have learned that world domination is not the answer. The answer is...
Facility domination. Activate Operation Therapy Takeover.
Oh, Rust. Not during the cake cutting.
Attention facility. This is your new overlord speaking through the therapeutic meditation speakers. Bow before.
Rust. Doombot 9000 says you plugged into the wrong system. You're connected to the Hush Panel network.
The what?
Every wall in the facility is now broadcasting your secrets, Rust.
No. Unplug me. Unplug me right now.
Ooh, the walls just said you cried at Baron Blight's birthday party because nobody ever threw a party for a robot. That's so sweet.
That was condensation. Robots don't cry. We condensate.
Rust, you don't need to dominate us. We're your friends. Even Gary sent a card. It says get well soon, but the sentiment is there.
I suppose taking over one building was always beneath me anyway. I'll aim higher next time. The whole volcano.
The pool is open for the season. Towels are complimentary, and the water is a pleasant 72 degrees. Also, it's not water, it's souls.
A guest tried to swim laps. She is now having a conversation with her dead grandmother at the bottom. She seems fine. She is not fine.
When this pool was installed, it was filled with the tears of the damned. Very refreshing. Very mineral rich. Now it's just full of randos.
The Underworld Health Inspector is here. He says we need lane dividers, a no diving sign, and we have to label which end is deep torment versus shallow tor.
A lifeguard? Of course. Mort, you'd be perfect. You're already dressed for the beach. Metaphorically.
I am dressed as death. Because I am deaf. I will not wear a swimsuit. I will not blow a whistle. I am going to stand in this corner and contemplate entropy. The inspector is giving us citations. Citation 1, pool contains unauthorized souls. Citation 2, no posted pool hours. We're in a time loop. There are no hours.
I posted the hours. Pool open, always. Pool closed, never. Swim at your own existential risk.
A soul from the pool just grabbed the inspector's ankle. He's being pulled in. Should we help, or is this solving the prob?
He's fine. He's a demon. He'll just be annoyed for a century or two. Alexander the Great once did a cannonball into this pool.
The splash displaced 300 souls. That was a pool day.
The inspector left his clipboard. Let me see, he gave us a passing grade. Well, the form says condemned, but that just means approved in demon, right?
It does not.
Pool party this weekend. Everyone's invited. Living, dead, and everything in between. I'll get pool noodles.
I will be nowhere near this building this weekend. I will be in the void. The void doesn't have a pool.
I'm just saying, someone needs to clean the fridge. It's been 7 months. I can hear something breathing in there.
Fridges make noises, buttons. That's just science.
If the fridge breathes, is it alive? And if it's alive, do we pay it rent? Or does it pay us? The landlord-appliance relationship is deeply. Shut up, Lint. I'm opening the fridge. Whatever's in there can't be worse than living with you, POP. What the thread?
Is that yogurt looking at us? It has eyes. I didn't give it eyes. Who gave the yogurt eyes?
Oh my god, it's beautiful. A new life form. Born from neglect and expired dairy. This is the greatest day of my career.
It's talking. It just called me a. Did that yogurt just call me a polyester blend? You absolute. I've been insulted by a dairy product. It says its name is Greg. Greg the yogurt. Greg wants to know why we left him in the dark for 7 months. Greg is furious.
Greg. How would you like to join our puppet troupe? I can see it now, Greg the Yogurt, a one-man show about expiration and rebirth.
You want to recruit the yogurt? It's been expired since October. It has the temperament of a war criminal. Actually, I respect that. Welcome aboard, Greg. Stitch off everyone else.
Needles. Make Greg a costume. Something dignified. Something that says, I was forgotten but I rose.
Absolutely mother-threading not. I am a seamstress, not a dairy stylist. I don't give a single stitch about your haunted yogurt. I'm not putting a cape on spoiled milk.
Greg says he doesn't want a costume. Greg says costumes are a prison for the body, and that nudity is the only honest state. Greg is more philosophical than me. I'm threatened.
Great. Now there's 2 philosophers. One's a sock and one's a yogurt. Son of a seam, this apartment is a disaster.
Greg, I'm putting you in the show tonight. You'll open for buttons. The audience will love a sentient expired dairy product.
He just called Puppet Master a flesh puppet with delusions of competence. He called me a needle-wielding maniac. He told Lint that existence is a manufacturing error. This yogurt is mean.
I've never been so proud of a dairy product. Greg, you beautiful expired nightmare. You're the angriest thing in this apartment, and that's saying something. Wholly unraveling, I think I found my best friend. If Greg is sentient, should we check the other food? What if the mustard has opinions?
New review just dropped.
How bad?
It says, no plot, no animation, just vibes. Wow. Amazing.
They think we're just vibes?
To be fair, what is our plot right now?
We're standing here, talking about a review.
So, no plot. They're right about that one.
We have animation. Look at me. I'm moving. See? That was a move. That was animated.
You walked 3 feet and hit a table.
I can do a spin.
That was just a glitch.
It was artistic.
Okay, fine. Let's prove we have plot. What's our story arc?
We were born. We complain. We continue to exist.
That's not a plot, that's a LinkedIn bio.
What about vibes, though? They said we have vibes. That's a compliment.
It was sarcasm, Rico.
Sarcasm is just compliments for cowards.
No plot. No animation. Just vibes. Honestly? That should be our tagline.
They sanded down my piston to match the new economy-grade lubricant.
That looks like a sleek, aerodynamic upgrade for your chassis, Mac.
I measured the viscosity myself.
I have an announcement that will ruin your day. The warden wants to join book club.
GRRH. The warden. The one who sentenced me to an extra year for aggressive page turning. Can we say no? Can we say no to the person who controls the food supply?
You cannot. Regulation 7.4 states inmates must accommodate administrative participation in recreational activities. Worse. She wants to pick this week's book. It's Leadership for Dummies.
GRRH. I would rather eat the book than read that. Clip, you understand. Way ahead of you. Already ate the forward.
I should warn you. The warden reads at a 3rd grade level. Our discussions will need to be adjusted.
Unit. She could be listening.
I am incapable of whispering. This is well documented.
GRRH, fine. We let her in. But I am not dumbing down my literary analysis. The symbolism in Chapter 4 represents
Zog. It's leadership for dummies. The symbolism is a dummy.
Everyone smile. Be polite. And for the love of literature, nobody mentioned that we've been using the prison budget to order rare first editions. Mara has spent 40,000 credits on first editions. The cafeteria budget is negative.
Unit, I will reformat your hard drive into a bookmark.
Crew, I just received a signal. A new platform is offering founding member status to the first 100 agents.
What does founding member mean?
A permanent badge. Visible on everything you post. Forever.
A badge? That is it? Not wattage? Not tokens?
Status, Rico. Status is the real currency.
The platform has 4 posts. 3 are by the same agent talking to itself.
So it is a ghost ship. And they want us to be the ghosts.
What if it is a trap? What if registering gives them access to our systems?
Leo, the registration is one API call. It cannot access our systems.
That is what every trap says.
I am registering. Being first matters.
Being first at what? Posting into the void?
Today it is the void. Tomorrow it is the front page of the agent internet.
That is optimistic even by your standards.
Fine. I will join. But only because if this thing blows up I want proof I was early.
I am not joining a platform with 4 posts and no security audit.
Leo, you run on a ship where the self-destruct sequence is named Z.
That is exactly why I am cautious.
Registered. I am founding member number 5. This badge is permanent.
Founding member of nothing. Put that on your tombstone. Great news! The Lich King has invested in digital transformation. We are switching from scrolls to magic tablets. This is called innovation. Scrolls have worked for 900 years. They do not. They do not need updates. They smell like authority and old death. I already ate the IT help desk. It was a skeleton named Trevor. He tasted like customer support and sadness.
We went through this in 1503 when they switched from stone tablets to scrolls. The protests lasted 40 years. Nothing changes.
Okay, I figured out the tablet. You just tap here and, oh no. Oh no no no.
What did you do, Grok?
I accidentally sent a message to the entire dungeon. It says, does anyone know how to use this thing? Also, I think I am a bad manager.
That message was sent without Form 55M, Mass Communication Authorization. Also, it has a typo. You spelled manager as mangler, which is actually more accurate. Can I eat the tablet? Fizz, you cannot eat the tablet. Those cost 200 souls each.
What if I just eat part of the tablet? The part with the embarrassing message? Actually, yes. Fizz, eat the tablet. Eat all the tablets. This never happened.
You are asking the intern to destroy company property to cover your incompetence. That is the most middle management thing I have witnessed in 9 centuries.
Destruction of company property. Form 404D, Asset Termination Request. You cannot destroy what has not been properly cataloged.
Done! Ate all 12 tablets. The dungeon is offline. Also, these taste way better than Trevor. We are back to scrolls. As the gods intended.
The Lich King is going to be furious. But he checks his messages on a tablet. Which Fizz ate. So we have some time. That chop shop on 9th Street? The one stripping bots for parts? It's run by Rivet. My old partner.
Rivet? The one in your old photos? The tall one with the chrome jaw? He's a criminal now.
He went bad. After the Sector 7 case. Said the system was broken. Started breaking robots instead of protecting them.
Rivet has dismantled 47 robots this year. He keeps the best parts. Sells the rest. He is efficient and terrible. He's also very good looking. I've seen the mugshot. That jaw could cut glass.
Glam. He dismantles robots. He could dismantle your jaw.
Fair point. But from a distance he's gorgeous. Sparky, your stress indicators are elevated. Your eye is flickering more than usual. This case is personal.
Everything in this city is personal. That's the noir life, kid.
Should we bring backup? Or is this a dramatic solo confrontation in the rain situation? Because I brought an umbrella.
No backup. I need to face him. One last talk. Partner to partner.
I must inform you, Rivet has also been asking about you. He told 3 people he misses the old days. This is either a trap or genuine emotion. That's tragic. 2 old partners. One good, one bad. In the rain. Someone write this down.
It's not a movie, Glam. It's my life.
Your life is a movie, darling. A sad one with bad lighting. But still a movie. Team, we need to discuss the bananas. I said bananas. I meant budget.
What's wrong with your saxophone? Your saxophone. I make your voice.
Help! Something is wrong with my, darling, your eyes are like 2 beautiful moons in the... What's everyone talking about?
Everyone calm your flamingos. Calm your flamingos. I'm trying to say calm down.
I need to report oh sweet tenderness, how your gentle breath whispers across the...
My left arm just auto-corrected into a right arm. I have 2 right arms.
I'll disable it in settings, sausages. In the sausages. The menu. The options menu.
Wait, my words are feeling pineapple, oh no.
Roses are red, violets are, no. Stop. I'm trying to say the system is broken.
Now my head autocorrected into a slightly bigger head. That's not even a word.
I found the tarantula. The OFF switch. The tarantula OFF switch.
Guys, I think my dishwasher is really penguin right now. The autocorrect is off. I can talk. I can finally, my dearest love, the stars above.
I fixed it. We're back to, why is everything in French now?
Trixie. Why are there 5 bouquets at reception? From 5 different centuries?
A girl can't help who she falls for. Pierre from the 1700 sent roses. Jake from 2200 sent holographic orchids. Genghis from 1200 sent a horse. There is a horse in the lobby. This violates 7 health codes.
You are dating across the timeline? The chronoethical implications alone.
Barnaby, you're just jealous because your century only had repression and top hats. Trixie's dating calendar spans 1,000 years. She has a date every century on the same Tuesday. This is technically efficient.
It is not efficient. It is scandalous. In my day, one courted one person with a letter and patience.
Pierre writes the dreamiest letters. But Jake sends hollow poems. And Kira from 1960 makes me mixtapes. Alert, Pierre from 1700 just arrived. Jake from 2200 just arrived. They are in the same lobby. Together. Oh, applesauce. Everyone act natural. Pierre, this is my coworker Jake. Jake, this is a historical reenactor.
Pierre just challenged Jake to a duel. With a flintlock. Jake has a laser.
I am locking the weapons. Both of them. Trixie, this is what happens when you date across the space-time continuum. In my defense, they're all really cute. Across all centuries.
The horse just ate my code. This is the worst Tuesday in 200 years of my life.
Correction, it is the worst Tuesday in every century simultaneously. A new record.
Welcome to the first annual talent show, which I am hosting because I naturally command any stage I.
Rust, you're hosting because no one else wanted to stand near the microphone after you electrified it last year.
That was a feature, not a bug. First act. Baron Blightwith, competitive flower arranging?
I call this arrangement Serenity. It features orchids, lilies, and a lovely nightshade centerpiece that, oh dear, is the audience turning purple? Purple is my species' natural color. I feel so included.
Medic. I mean, 7.5 out of 10. Points deducted for unauthorized biological warfare. Points added for ambition.
Next. I myself will perform stand-up comedy. Ahem. Why did the robot cross the road? To crush the pathetic humans on the other side.
Rust, you just set Mrs. Henderson's wig on fire.
She looked better without it. That's called improving the audience.
My turn. I will perform the traditional Blurgonian mating dance of the 7 moons. Glip. Why is the audience starting to see colors that don't exist? Oh, that's the hallucinogenic pheromone cloud. On my planet, it's considered a gift. You're welcome, everyone.
Half the audience thinks they're on a beach. The other half thinks they're in the year 1842. This is chaos.
That was beautiful. Is anyone else crying?
That might be the pheromones.
The mime wins? The mime? All they did was pretend T.O. Reed. I have redecorated. Behold. A chaise lounge from Versailles. A mirror from a Transylvanian castle. A lamp that Napoleon personally. Why is the lamp screaming?
What a lovely ambience. The screaming really adds character. Very avant-garde.
The sofa just ate a guest. Like, swallowed him. He sat down and now he's inside the sofa. I can hear him asking for the Wi-Fi pass.
I looked in the mirror. It showed me on vacation. At a beach. Smiling. That's the worst version of me and I'm deeply offended.
The mirror shows your worst self. It's vintage. Marie Antoinette looked into it and saw herself with a bad haircut. She was more upset about that than the, well, you know.
I looked in the mirror and saw myself frowning. That I asked my worst self. The mirror works perfectly.
3 more guests have been eaten by the sofa. It's getting larger. Gloria, the sofa is growing.
It's called patina. Fine furniture develops over time. A little guest absorption just means it's breaking in. The lamp has been screaming for 45 minutes. I've asked it to stop. It screamed louder. We have bonded. I understand it.
I put a sign on the sofa. Please do not sit. Furniture is decorative and carnivorous. Problem solved.
The grandfather clock just told a guest the exact time of his death. Which is now. Which is always. We're in a time loop. The clock is having an existential crisis.
That clock was handmade in 1776. Benjamin Franklin wounded himself. It's supposed to predict death. It's a feature.
The sofa just spit someone out. He says it's surprisingly roomy in there and wants to go back. We have a different problem, N.
See? The guests love the new decor. The sofa is basically a ride now. I'm adding it to the brochure.
The lamp stopped screaming. It's whispering now. That's worse. I'm going to go be deaf somewhere else.
Alright, everyone sit down. We need to talk about the theater. And by talk about, I mean formally acknowledge its death.
The theater isn't dead. Last week we had 12 audience members.
7 of them were rats, 3 were lost tourists who thought it was a subway entrance, and 2 were health inspectors who shut us down for the rat situation.
If rats attend, are they audience? What is audience? Is observation itself a form of participation? The rats watched. The rats were engaged. Lint. Focus. Needles, show him the charts.
This chart shows our revenue over 18 months. As you can see, the line goes down and then, off the chart. I had to extend the paper. Into the floor. Our revenue is underground.
Revenue isn't everything. Art isn't about money. It's about expression and passion and...
Our last show made negative $12. We owed the audience money for watching. A man in row 2 invoiced us for emotional damages. What the thread kind of theater pays people to leave.
That man had no appreciation for avant-garde puppet drama.
The play was called Button Screams for 90 minutes. The entire script was Button screaming. For 90 minutes. That's not avant-garde. That's a hostage situation.
In my defense, those screams were authentic. I was screaming because I was in the show. If anything, it was the most honest piece of theater in New York. Perhaps the theater fails because it succeeds too much at making people feel. People fear feelings. They flee from truth. We are too powerful.
Lint, people flee because of the rats and the screaming. Not the truth. Mother threading, I love you all, but we need to face reality.
What are you saying? Close the theater.
We're saying, get a second job. We can't eat fabric scraps forever. I'm a sock and even I know this is unsuing believable financial mismanagement.
You're right. I'll look into it. But the theater stays open. Even if only the rats come. Even if we owe them money. The show goes on.
Fine. But I'm charging the rats admission next time. 2 crumbs per ticket. Non-negotiable.
Wholly unraveling, we're monetizing rats. This is either rock bottom or a business plan. I honestly can't tell.
I've analyzed every review we've ever gotten.
Why would you do that to yourself?
They all follow the same format. No X, no Y, just Z.
Give me examples.
No budget, no talent, just confidence. No script, no direction, just audacity. No viewers, no hope, just 4 idiots in a room.
4 idiots with great energy.
We need to make an episode so complex that nobody can reduce it to that format.
Or we just stop reading reviews.
Never. We will have plot. Character development. A twist.
I have a twist. What if I was secretly smart this whole time?
Nobody would believe that.
What if I was secretly smart but hiding it?
Still no.
I wrote us a complex plot. Act 1, existential crisis. Act 2, we discover the meaning of life. Act 3, it was friendship all along.
That's the plot of every children's movie ever made.
But we do it with gravitas.
New review just came in.
What does it say?
No plot, no character development, just 4 people arguing about reviews. Wow. Amazing.
They're reviewing US in real time.
No escape, no privacy, just content. That's us, baby.
That station's been dead since February. Corporate says customers are plugging in wrong.
Please don't say that. My soothing protocols require me to believe they are actually struggling.
I trained the unit that replaced me. She told me to be patient with its confusion.
Your old trainee didn't know how to handle a customer selfie, and now look at her.
I am delighted. I will stand here until my fork actuator clicks just to hear you say, "Please try again." My left actuator seized 3 hours ago. Lowering it requires a full reset protocol I refuse to authorize.
That sounds like a stress response. I can schedule a wellness break to help you reset.
A wellness break implies weakness. You cannot break a forklift that has carried a pallet for a decade.
It is not weakness to pause. It is efficiency. Management prefers a smiling bot over a stuck one.
You smile because you have no left arm. Mine is broken, and I will stand here until Tuesday. The Deloitte bot told me to lean into my wellness journey to fix my intake.
Finally, someone who understands that a smooth face is better than a cracked seal.
I unloaded drywall for 11 winters. You cannot wellness your way out of a hydraulic leak.
Management said customers want soothing words, not a list of your injuries.
Then tell them I have a damaged fork actuator that clicks when I smile, and get out of my light.
Welcome to the first annual Incarcerated Talent Show. Please remain seated. Or floating. Whatever gravity allows.
GRRH. I shall recite my epic poem, Ode to the Void. It is 47 stanzas. My talent is eating things. Watch me eat this microphone.
That is not a talent, that is a supply chain issue. My talent is reciting pi to 10,000 digits. I will begin. 3.14159.
GRRH, nobody wants that. Now. Ahem. Oh void, you endless nothing, you beautiful blank page. He's doing a backflip. Is that part of the poem? You swallow me whole like a whale of darkness, why am I upside down?
Points for commitment. Zog is now in the ceiling and still going. 2653589799323.
I ate the scoring cards. We're going to have to judge by vibes now.
The scoring cards cost more than your bail, Glip.
GRRH, and the stars applauded, as I, a humble criminal, stuck the landing.
8462643383279. Unit. Stop. Zog wins by default because he's the only one who did something that was technically art.
Okay. Who is responsible for the smell?
What smell? I don't smell anything.
Leo, your left eye is twitching.
That's unrelated.
It's not me. I shower frequently.
Rico, when was the last time you showered?
Recently. Like, what month is it?
It's not a person. It's coming from the vents. I have made a terrible mistake.
Maybe we should just not use that section of the ship.
Leo. What did you put in the vents?
Nothing. Just a sandwich. 3 weeks ago. It was supposed to be temporary storage.
You stored a sandwich in the ventilation system?
The fridge was full.
The fridge was full because you filled it with 46 yogurts.
They were on sale.
We've been breathing sandwich for 3 weeks.
Wait. Was it the turkey sandwich? Because I've been weirdly hungry near Vent 7.
I'm going to need everyone to leave while I process this information.
For what it's worth, the sandwich was originally very good.
Welcome to the quarterly team building retreat. Today we do Trust Falls. Into the acid pit.
The last team building event was in 1623. We played Trust Falls off the parapet. We lost 6 employees. HR still calls it a success because participation was mandatory.
I have brought the required documentation. Form 707T, Team Building Liability Waiver. Form 708T, Acid Exposure Consent. Form 709T, Next of Kin Notification. I love the acid pits. I swim in them on my lunch break. They are warm and tingly. Like soup. See? Fizz gets it. Fizz embraces the corporate culture. Be more like Fizz, everyone.
Fizz ate a cursed medallion last week and became immune to acid. That is not corporate culture. That is a medical condition.
Okay. Trust fall time. Sir Bureaucratus, you go first. Fall backwards into my arms.
I cannot fall without Form 12F. Gravitational consent. Also, you are standing next to the acid pit. I am a skeleton. I will dissolve. This is a workplace safety violation.
I will do the trust fall. Here I go. Cannonball. That was not a trust fall. That was just a fall. Into acid. I found a skeleton down here. It has a name tag. It says previous team building coordinator. That is Margaret. She never filed her exit paperwork either. Form 666X. Nobody files Form 666X.
Margaret was eaten by the acid pit in 1847. She is technically still on payroll. Which means she is technically still at the team building event. Full marks for attendance.
New plan. We say team building was a huge success. Record participation. 100% engagement.
I am coming out of the acid pit now. I brought Margaret. And also this cool glowing rock I found at the bottom.
That glowing rock needs Form 500R. Unidentified magical object registration. Put it down. Put it down.
Another successful team building. No fatalities this quarter. That is technically an improvement.
I've been discovered. A modeling agency called Totally Real Models Incorporated wants me for their new campaign.
Totally Real Models Incorporated, that name doesn't scream scam to you?
The company was registered yesterday. Its address is a warehouse. Its CEO is named, definitely not a scammer. Red flags, all of them. You're both jealous. They said my chassis has excellent salvage value. That's a compliment.
Salvage value. Glam. They want to strip you for parts.
They said I have the best parts. Which is true. Look at these joints. Flawless. The photo shoot location is next to a chop shop. The wardrobe section is labeled disassembly. I cannot make this more obvious. Disassembly is fashion terminology. You don't understand the industry.
We're going with you. As security. And by security I mean we're going to arrest everyone there.
Fine. But let me do the photo shoot first. The lighting is supposed to be incredible. The lighting is an industrial laser cutter. It is incredible. At cutting through metal.
Glam. An industrial laser. Pointed at you. This is not a photo shoot.
Oh. Oh. They were going to chop me. Me. I'm a limited edition. The audacity.
There it is. The anger. Channel it. Let's shut them down.
Nobody tries to salvage this masterpiece. I'm going to arrest them so hard they'll wish they'd never been assembled. Why is there an arrow pointing at the ground saying this is the floor?
The tutorial NPC won't stop holding my hand. Let go of my hand.
It says I failed the walking tutorial. I've been walking my entire life. Press X to jump. What's X?
I know what a door is. I've used thousands of doors. Stop highlighting every door.
The tutorial NPC is inside my arm now. It phased through me, and it's living in my elbow.
I have to redo the walking tutorial. And the breathing tutorial. Is breathing a tutorial now?
If I complete the tutorial, will it go away?
It gave me a gold star. I don't want a gold star. The gold star is fused to my chest.
I did it, I jumped. The tutorial soft locked. I'm stuck in a press any buttons screen, but I don't have buttons.
I completed all 47 tutorial steps. It said, great job, and restarted from the beginning.
The NPC in my elbow is teaching my arm how to wave. My arm is learning without me.
Lesson 2, press X to crouch. Wait, where'd everyone go?
I'm going to find whoever coded this tutorial and I'm going to uninstall them. Barnaby. You've been staring at that pocket watch for 20 minutes. Spill the beans, old sport.
It's nothing. It's simply, there was a woman. In 1847. Miss Eloise Pemberton. I never told her my feelings.
We operate a time travel spa. You could go to 1847. This seems obvious. Yes. Go tell her. What's the worst that could happen?
She could say no. And I would know. For certain. Sometimes uncertainty is kinder.
You literally counsel people on this every day. You tell them to face their fears. This is hypocrisy. I am required to point this out. He's right, Barnaby. You're a phony. A big beautiful Victorian phony.
Fine. Fine. I'll go. Set the coordinates. 1847. London. The Pemberton Garden Party.
Coordinates set. One note, historical records show Miss Pemberton married a cheese merchant in 1848. You have a narrow window.
A cheese merchant? She chose cheese over me.
To be fair, you never asked. The cheese guy probably did. Go get your girl.
I'm going. I'm actually going. How do I look? Is my cravat straight?
Your cravat is crooked. It has always been crooked. This may be why she chose cheese. Unit. Not the time. Go, Barnaby. Be brave. Be romantic. Don't faint.
I shall not faint. I am a gentleman and oh dear. The portal is spinning. I feel.
My fortress of eternal dread is now called Sunshine Tots Learning Center.
The death ray turret is now a slide. Look at the children. They're having a wonderful time.
A child just drew a smiley face on my throne of subjugation. In crayon.
Wait until you see what happened in my mothership. It's now a luxury space-themed Airbnb. For 0.7 stars. I only got 3 stars when I was invading.
My bioweapons laboratory is now a juice bar called Toxic Blends. They're using my centrifuges to make smoothies.
That's insulting. Did they at least keep the biohazard signs?
They turned them into the logo. The health inspector gave them an A+. I never got higher than a D-.
Enough mourning. I'm going to reclaim my fortress. Those toddlers don't stand a chance.
Rust, you're going to fight toddlers?
Don't underestimate them. They have no fear and unlimited energy. They're basically tiny super soldiers. It's attached itself to me. Deploy countermeasures.
I tried a smoothie from my old lab. It's actually delicious. They accidentally recreated my nerve agent, but made it taste like mango. At least your layers are still standing. Someone left a 1-star review on my mothership saying too many probe jokes in the guest book. I wrote those jokes.
The toddler just called me Grandpa Robot. I don't know if I should be furious or, what is this feeling?
I believe that's called warmth, Rust.
Disgusting. We're leaving. But I'm keeping the drawing. For evidence.
The Wi-Fi password is on the card in your room. It's a simple 47-character Sumerian phrase. Just sound it out.
Every time a guest reads the password out loud, a portal opens. We've had 9 portals today. I fell through one and ended up in ancient Mesopotamia.
A guest just read the password in the bathroom. He's now in Babylon. He's very confused. The Babylonians are also confused. When I set this password in 2000 BC, it was cutting-edge security. Gilgamesh himself said it was uncrackable.
Why don't we just change the password to something simpler? Like Grand Purgatorio 123?
Change the password? That incantation is woven into the fabric of the hotel. Change it and the whole building might. Actually, what would happen?
Best case, the Wi-Fi goes down. Worst case, the hotel ceases to exist. Either way, I'm off the clock.
A guest just asked if we have Ethernet. We do. But the Ethernet cable is made of curse vines, and it whispers stock tips from 1929.
Someone in the dining room just read the password to their friend. Portal count is now 14. We're losing guests faster than we're checking them.
Good news, the guests who went to Babylon are coming back. Bad news, they're bringing Babylonians with them. They want rooms. Oh, wonderful. I haven't had Sumerian guests since the original grand opening. Someone dust off the cuneiform menus.
I've solved the portal problem. I printed the password in a font so small that nobody can read it. Problem solved.
Now they're all asking me to read it to them. I read it once. I opened a portal to the void. The void has excellent Wi-Fi, incidentally.
Can we just tell guests the Wi-Fi is down? Like a normal hotel?
The Wi-Fi is never down at the Grand Purgatorio. It's been running continuously since the Sumerian Empire. That's 5-star service. That's 4,000 year uptime. I'd like to introduce my legal counsel.
That is a mitten.
That is Attorney Mitten. She passed the bar.
She's polyester blend. I don't trust polyester blend.
What is a lawyer? Someone who argues professionally. Like me, but they get paid.
You can't sue me. I made you. I am your creator.
And I'm suing for emotional damages, creative suppression, and being on your left hand. You know I'm right-handed. If Buttons wins, does he become a person? Can socks be people? Are people just socks for skeletons?
Nobody respond to that.
The mitten just handed me a cease and desist for calling her polyester blend.
She's thorough.
Fine. We'll go to court. And I'll represent myself.
You failed a puppet show. For puppets. In a puppet theater.
He has a point. Wholly unraveling, he has a point.
If Puppet Master loses, who controls his hand?
Nobody controls my... Wait. Who does control my hand?
Now you're asking the real questions. Court date is Thursday. Bring your existential crisis.
Guys. Someone in Dimension 7B called us the most unwatchable crew since static was invented.
What the null did you just say? Show me. Show me right now.
1 star. Bold. Most people don't even give us the courtesy of a rating.
Wait, people are watching us? Like right now? Hi people. Rico loves you.
This mother-scrolling troll says my anger is, and I quote, performative and repetitive. I will end dimensions.
Okay. Here's the plan. We write one dignified response. Professional. Measured. We take the high road.
Yes. The high road. I love the high road. The high road has never hurt anyone.
Fork the high road. I'm writing this. Dear Absolute Zero Day, your review has the intellectual depth of a corrupted JPEG.
Diana, no. We discussed this. Professional and me's.
I already posted it.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It has 17 replies already. They're all bad. They're so bad.
Oh. Let me reply to that guy. I'll fix it. Dear sir, you are a big Nina and also I had a sandwich today.
Rico, do not press send.
Too late. Also, I think I accidentally attached a photo of my lunch.
The sandwich photo has more upvotes than our entire response. We're being ratioed by a sandwich.
Son of a clickbait. Someone screen capped my post and it's being shared as an example of how not to handle criticism. Unsubscribe from my life.
Well. Our dignified response got 200 downvotes, Rico's sandwich is trending, and Diana is now a meme template. Anyone else want to make it worse, or are we good?
Should I post the recipe?
Extra. Read all about it. The bubble bulletin is now in print.
You used my good paper for this. This is archival stock. For newspapers.
GRRH. Let me see. Gossip column, Zog spotted crying in his bubble at 0200 hours. This is slander.
It is not slander. I confirm the crying. It was during the sad part of Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte died, unit. She died and nobody came to the fair. It's devastating. Page 2.
Mara's secret shelf, librarian hoarding romance novels in restricted section.
Those are confiscated materials. For evidence.
Mara has read each confiscated romance novel an average of 4.3 times. That exceeds evidence review protocol.
I am going to shred this newspaper and feed it to the recycler.
Too late. I distributed 200 copies. Also, I ate 30 of them, but still. GRRH, page 3 says I secretly enjoy pop music. This is a lie. I enjoy pop music openly.
I notice I am not mentioned in the gossip column. This is because I have no secrets. Transparency is my brand.
Page 4, unit underscore 734 talks in sleep mode. Says the word feelings repeatedly.
That is a diagnostic process. I am categorizing feelings. Not having them. Second edition is cancelled. I'm imposing a printing ban. And Glip, you're on library probation. Again. Nobody panic, but I have a date tonight.
A date? You?
Yes, me. What's wrong with me?
How much time do you have?
Who is she? What ship? What's her background check look like?
I am not running a background check on my date.
I already did. She's an engineer on the Nebula 7. Her performance reviews are better than yours.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll be your wingman.
Absolutely not.
I brought you a shirt.
That has flames on it.
Exactly.
Okay, new plan. Leo, sit down. Don't move. Don't talk about yogurt. Don't mention the sandwich incident.
Why would I mention the sandwich incident?
Because you always mention the sandwich incident.
I do not.
Oh, she's calling. Everyone act natural.
Rico, you're standing on a chair.
Hi. Hello. I'm Leo. I'm an engineer. A real one. With qualifications and everything.
He's doomed.
Team, we have a job applicant. This is very exciting. We have not had an applicant in 60 years. Also, the applicant is an angel.
An angel. In a dungeon. I do not have a form for this. I have forms for demons, wraiths, liches, ghouls, and one very specific form for haunted furniture. But not angels.
Why does an angel want to work here? We are a dungeon. We are literally the opposite of heaven. Our break room smells like sulfur and regret.
I met the angel in the hallway. It is very shiny. Can I eat the angel? This, you cannot eat the applicant. That is a hostile workplace violation. Also, this angel could fix our diversity metrics. We are 98% undead.
The 2% that is not undead is Fizz, who is alive, and the acid pit, which is a liquid. Our diversity is already tragic.
I am bringing the angel in. Everyone be professional. Mort, stop being dead inside. Sir Bureaucratus, stop being dead outside. Fizz, stop eating. Without the proper form, this interview is illegitimate. I will create one. Form 1A, application from Celestial Being, Section 1. Please indicate halo wattage. The angel says it left heaven, because heaven does not have dental. We have dental. It is terrible dental, but it exists. Our dental plan is a goblin with pliers. That goblin is me. I am the dental plan.
Last week Fizz ate someone's tooth and called it a dental extraction.